Kiki, do you love me? Kiki, do you love me? Saludos, amigos. Mi nombre es Ronaldo. Konnichiwa. This Ronbo. Wait. Oh, yes, and of course, 你好吗？我是 Ronbo. Hey, I've said enough languages now. What's up? I still can't get it. Kiki, do you love me? Hey, how fun would it be? The reason I'm late is because I was watching Brick by Brick, all right? But how fun would it be to hang out with Trent and George on a whole date? Hey, and we learned some things in this show as well. Did you know that black people are allergic to grass? What? God. I was enjoying that so much. But fam, here it is, the day before the day. It's time to whoop some cowboy booty. And you've heard some reports about Dak Prescott sucking, and he's still sucking even more. Oh, Dak! Oh, man. I'm going to tell you what. Let me go over this. Oh, let me tell you, the mod squad continues to bring Danielson, Arnold, Rhodes, Matheson, YMSA on a part-time. Where's YMSA? And Jesus is my king. 777, the head man in charge. AJ Run, Jeff 10, Razor. I love you guys, man. Hey, we got a birthday today, too. Jonathan Steiner. Yeah, I'm not going to forget about your mom. Hey, give me a few minutes, all right? Be right back to that. Hey, fam, before I do anything else, so check it. Max McCaffrey hasn't had a bad day of practice yet. Granted, Tavarius Moore has his number, but nobody else in camp does. I'm curious about him. Stephen Dunbar looks better than I thought. Then you look at Aaron Burbridge, Victor Bolden Jr., who've been doing great. What are they going to do? Wow. What are they going to do? As Kyle Shanahan says, and there's going to be some very good football players that have jobs elsewhere. Oh, God. I don't want to get attached to these dudes. 49ers, they finished up their practice today, and before the preseason openers, you already know, today's session will be followed by a walkthrough tomorrow as the team prepares for the Dallas Cowboys. Wasn't much, you know what, though? There were several highlight plays, not a whole lot, because the 49ers are probably like tripping on each other, saying, man, tired of you, especially when Marquise Goodwin is concerned. Man, I'm tired of you, man. Every day I come out here, man, you frustrate me. Hey, come back. Hey, Marquise, I'm talking to you, man. Or as Steve Smith goes, Marquise, man, let me have some on one play, man. You make me look bad every day, man. Come on. I would tell him, too. I would. I said, Marquise, man, give me a break today, man. Give me a couple plays. Just give me a couple, man. Aldrick Robinson had his best practice at camp. No, Marquise didn't do a lot today because he was like kicking back, doing other things, and Jimmy targeted other guys, right? Because he knows him and Marquise got it going. Oh, why bother to continue ruining things, man? Let it alone. 2 touchdowns for Aldrick today. First came to doing a 2-minute drill. Jimmy G found Robinson on the corner route. 26-yard score. Boom! It was perfectly placed ball from Garoppolo right over Robinson's right shoulder. Bam! Connected again during the ensuing team period. 7-yard touchdown. 65 yards that was in the air. The next person that gets in my face telling me about, hey, well, you still can't throw the deep ball, I'm going to beat your ass. I just tell you the truth about it, you know what I'm saying? Shut up about that. He can throw the deep ball. He can. Ha! Anyway, Jerick Mckinnon opened practice with 2 solid runs, and Joe Williams also broke free for a big gain. I'm going to tell you right now, fam. If I had to bet money on it, Mostert is done. If Joe Williams shows, Joe Williams wins the job. Because first of all, Joe, if something happens to either running back, would come on in and do his thing. Mostert, as James has pointed out on several different occasions, ever since that fumble versus Rams, he hasn't been back out there carrying the ball. And so I got a feeling I've already got the rotation for the running backs already. Garoppolo delivered a nice sideline pass. For the 25-yard game. This is all day long. With Jimmy G, if you hear him mess it up, look for that. That's going to happen every now and then. That's the exciting thing. Now, did Jimmy G miss? He missed? No way! See, Jerry Beathard followed with a similar throw to the same sideline, Cole Hickatini. I'm telling you right now, man, I'm watching Cole Hickatini. I'm wondering 49ers, don't you be careful. If you put him on the practice squad, we're going to lose him. What are we going to do with Cole Hickatini? The dude is being straight money in practice! Dante Pettis beat Kwaski T, but Jimmy G did have some misses today. A few times with Pettis. They were able to connect on a few tries for some reason today. Malcolm Smith, Sheldon Day. Man, I'm telling you right now, Sheldon Day should be your starting nose. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing a lot of the last few practices. But it's good to hear Malcolm Smith is also back in the fold. And Garoppolo's throws, for as nice as they are, he also had a few scratches. Akello Witherspoon and Greg Maben both missed surefire interceptions on the day. Witherspoon broke up another one of Garoppolo's passes intended for George Kittle. The weird thing about it is Jimmy G had a bad day the day before the day off. I think Jimmy lets up intensity when he knows he's going to have a day off. It's going to be real light workout tomorrow, so Jimmy lightened up a little bit. His intensity picks up again. I'll bet you against the boys, there won't be no relax today. No, that's not going to happen. Buckner continues to get work rushing from the edge. He got one pressure. Maybe would have been a sack from that spot. Today, Buckner's movement around that defensive line is something to keep an eye on because there's no telling where he's going to play this year. If he shows enough athleticism, they're going to play him both inside and outside. Him and Solomon T. Offense, he was sitting there saying, oh, man. Oh, no, it's Buckner. Scratch it. Kill. Solomon comes back. They're not going to know what to do. Matt Brady took a screen pass to Garoppolo on a big gain. Robbie G. He hit the field goal for the first time in his training camp. He went 5 for 6. He was good from 33 yards, twice 40 yards, 45 yards, and 48 yards. He missed from 33 yards once. And this has been your, as they say, your 49er kicker update. I didn't even think they kept track of that. Nick Mullins completed a long pass to Cole Hickatini. There's that name again, Stephen Dunbar. Hickatini had a nice day overall with two receptions from Garoppolo during the 2-minute drill as well. And there's that name. This is my favorite guy in camp that's like the newbie, right? Let's wait a minute. Undrafted free agent because I'm starting to have a thing about Mrs. Pettis' baby boy. I kind of like him. Anyway, Terrell Williams, 6'4" safety. He came up with the day's lone takeaway at INT of Beathard during the 2-minute drill. So there you go with the run. Hey, is Jeff Hafley like a comedian or what, man? Did you check him out? George Kittle's running toward him. George Kittle's hair looked like an angry hornet's nest, right? Jeff Hafley's over him and says, so what you got? You put gel in that? Looks good. These dudes. This is what the thing about Brick by Brick. You get to know this team up close and personal and watch them carry it on, man. I was totally amused today. Okay. Hey, check out here. Jeff Tan. Adrian Colbert taking study habits, and Earl Thomas trainer too. They go back to UTAC, the Punishers. And JJ, what up, y'all? Charlie, something by Billy Jones, sup? Rodney Carnes, hey, what's up? It's Rodney from Memphis. Rodney, I'm going to read your name for you. Somebody say, I know that's Rodney from Memphis. Before I even read it. Memphis! Good to see you, Rodney. And Niners by nature, 88. Khalil Mack's going to be a Niner? If so, our D-line is going to be lethal. Khalil Mack, no matter how much he huffs and puffs, I believe legally isn't he on a rookie contract? How many years has Khalil been in the league? Is he a little premature with this riot he's throwing? You may not have it. This is why Gruden's not saying anything. He's going to finally say, the reality is, Khalil, we don't have to extend you till we feel good and ready. Now, what are you going to do about it? You got to sit out a year? I don't think so. This is why I just realized why. I think Khalil's got another year to go before he can even do this. Civic Sport injected FB6. San Francisco 49ers quest for 6. Billy Kiosis. Am I right on that, Billy? Kiosis. First time in chat, big Niners fan from Montreal. Hey, we got a Canadian. Hey. I always talk to Ronbo on Twitter. You do, man. I just realized I think I know who I'm talking to here. Are you the one who posed with the lady in the photo? Okay, I don't give anything away. Hey, there's Kenny. Says Southern Oregon Empire. Kenny representing him and Dane. Nation Warren. What up, not Empire? This is a great show every day. Oh, Nation. Oh, thanks, fam. And finally, recognize Niners! That's for your boy E.T. as well. Niners! You know what I should give? I ain't going to make Mom's wait because she might be getting ready to go to bed, right? Because I got a note yesterday from Jonathan Steiner. Hey, Jonathan. Yeah, man, I got that, man. I got it. Yeah, well, I already responded to you. Jonathan Steiner, it's his birthday. His mom's birthday is today. His mom's name is Helen. And she's been a 49er fan for a long time. I love the story he told me about how that all got started with his dad and all. He's a little kid. His dad worked hard. He's got a family of 10 people in his family, right? He never seen his dad very much, but he did see his dad show emotion really for the first time during the course of a 49er game. We just won. I forget which year he said, but we were on our way to the playoffs or get another Super Bowl, because you know how we do, Super Bowl. We go to the playoffs. We're going to go to the Super Bowl, of course. And he said first time he seen his dad go through about several different emotions right before his eyes. And from that hour on, and he's still a little guy, he's a 49er. I love those kind of stories. Hey, let's say happy birthday to Mom. Happy birthday to Helen. Happy birthday to you. Happy Niners birthday, dear Mom. Yeah, but Helen. Right, this is Jonathan's mom. Hey, ready to roll? Let's talk some football. Get ready to beat up on them boys. Hey, Rod! The Rod!
Oh, I got a different intro for you today. Here we go.
Let me hear this. Rod!
Finally,
that was
Rod has come back to Ronbo Live.
Rod, man, that was heaven, man. I loved it. Hey, Rod, man. First, I didn't mention it a few minutes ago, but Rod, they ranked us as number 14. They put us in the middle of the pack, Rod. They're not disrespecting us to start from the season, putting us down around 28, 29. You know how they like to do. They gave us number 14. And they say they can't ignore the hype.
Well, hey, I'm going to tell you like this right here, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I'm going to quote my boy, the number one stunner. When you say the San Francisco 49ers name, you better put some respect on it.
There you go. Talking about Stone Cold.
Okay? That's
yes.
right.
Man.
I mean, we've been the team that everybody loved to laugh at for a few years now, man. But
we've been a joke.
The Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch era officially knocked that era out the box. We ready for some football, baby.
Yeah. I tell you, they look razor sharp. Rod, did you see Brick by Brick by any chance?
I caught the first episode. I'm going to catch the second one tonight.
Oh, you love it, man. Just a little bit. And they got Marquise Goodwin riding along in his truck. He's riding down the road. I'm not sure where he was. Anyway, he was in Texas. Anyway, no, he could have been in Texas. But that scenery looked like Texas. Anyway, Marquise saying there, man, people making expectations like this and that. I ain't got to worry about that. But I tell you what, all I got to do is stay healthy. That's all I got to do. As long as I can help catch balls, we'll be all right. I said, look at
That's
Keith.
right.
Keith is handing out, letting everybody know right now. If Keith stays healthy, somebody's going to get an ass whooping, Rod.
Damn right. Let me quote you guys. This is your boy Trent Baalke. Technically speaking, this is Kyle Shanahan's second year as head coach. So let me just alert every 49er fan, the Niner Empire, that this is not a rebuild. This is a reload. We finna reload this year, baby.
Rod, I don't know what he was reloading with back when he said that. What kind of, was he using blanks or what? Caps? I don't understand.
Oh, man, boy.
God.
Great Niners minds thinking like I was just thinking the same shit. Blank.
God, we got our brains beat out. I mean, beat out. Oh, my
Gabbert
God.
blank.
Hey, that's over, though, Rod. We can look back on that. We can appreciate
It's
that
over,
now,
man.
Rod. Because where we going now,
Man.
it looks different.
I think so, man. I think so. I mean, real talk, even the injury bugs that we normally get played with before the season that normally have us singing the blues doesn't feel like it has that lingering effect that it normally has this year with the guys like, Armstead, Garnett, even Sherman with the little the issue that he had with his hamstring the other day.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, what I'm saying, they just going through it because it's the beginning of it. They've been going, I'm sure they've been training all summer long. But, I mean, actually some real contact now for the first time again. And, the sun continues to get hotter and hotter. So, I like our chances, man. Plus, I think the program that he got in place for us with our trainers and things, even having them boys doing Navy SEAL training and shit, I mean, I think all that shit gonna pay off, Ronbo.
Oh, mentally. They're building strength mentally and physically. I don't know how much better they could be. We got some guys out there that are impossible to cover. We got some guys that are out there playing defense. We're talking balls to the wall. I mean, its team is got the right mindset. They had a taste of victory already, Rod. They ain't about to go back to no losing. Somebody else got to lose.
We'll see, Ronbo, take it from me, man. I used to be in the Navy. So with that said, I've attempted to do the AIT drill. And the AIT drill is what we call advanced intense training.
Uh-huh.
So, what these guys pretty much went through was basically learning how to endure through hard type of shit, but all do it together. I mean, it's really, really a team effort concept, man. And I think that, that's something San Francisco, even under Jim Harbaugh, really wasn't as a whole team. I mean, the defense was good under Fangio, but that offense never really, really was a unit. It was either Kaepernick was running great or Frank Gore was running guys over. The passing game, we had our moments, but it just never was dominant like, some of the last things we saw the last 5 games with Jimmy G last year.
Nothing to compare to it even. Hey,
right,
Rod, you were in the Navy. Somebody, I keep getting good. What is it? Is it hoorah or hooyah? Which one is it?
Hooyah is the correct term, but I, for one, can definitely tell you, man, a lot of people who've gone through basic training have dropped the incorrect words. And I'm one of those guys. When we was in boot camp, we used to say hoorah, but the Marines say hoorah.
Yeah.
Navy will hooyah with a Y.
Okay. Get that. But just to make the difference between the Army and the Navy, probably. Because I'm watching Jimmy G as he's doing that drill. He's picking it up. Jimmy yells out, hoorah! And then somebody says, it's not hoorah. Because, between the Navy and the Army and everybody in the Marines, every group, every member from every branch of the service, hey, no, that's not right, man. And dudes took it serious. I wrote that down. I got attacked by about 5 different Marines, man. Hey, dude, I'm saying what Jimmy said. I don't know. I wasn't in any one part of either one of the branches of the service. So,
hey, man, they take that shit serious, but I mean,
real serious.
It's just everybody was taught different, man. And honestly, I can't believe that your instructors in boot camp could incorrectly give you terminology. But I mean, it does happen, man.
They should have done it anyway. The SEALs should have told them, Rob, we gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna see you on game day, fam. All right.
Okay, well, you didn't bring me in, so bring me out.
You know I'm going to bring you out there. Niners! Run! See you on game day, man. We beat them Cowboys.
Catch you, man.
Kiki, do you love me? Say you won't. Oh, it's Mike. Rubina. Mike, what's happening?
Ronbo, what's going on?
Oh, Mike, man, just sitting here thinking about what's getting ready to happen next. I loved reading the dailies today, and I seen the Dak is still laboring out there. This game's going to be interesting from the first quarter on. If Dak's out there throwing ducks to open the game, we're going to get all kind of thrills from minute one. Oh. I can't wait. And I know about the second and third string. That is going to be interesting. I don't even want to see the first string tomorrow, to be honest. I want to see the second and third string guys. But, Mike.
Well, Ronbo, you know how this thing works. I mean, when I listened to Rudy last night, I heard him get on here with you and telling you we're going to see what the 49ers can do on Thursday. And I'm kind of wondering if this guy's ever watched the NFL before. Because we all know that the first game of preseason, you don't see the starters. I mean, you see them very, very quickly.
Briefly.
They're in and they're out.
Yeah.
And the preseason is for these guys that are fighting for jobs. You know, you're going to see guys like Jeremy McNichols. You're going to see guys like Jeffrey Wilson. You're going to see guys like Aaron Burbridge, Victor Bolden, guys like that. You know, guys that are down on the depth chart. You're not going to see your frontline starters out there for very long at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of wonder where this guy Rudy is coming from and what his. I'd like for him to come on and explain where he thinks he's going to see the 49ers starters for a while, because it's not going to be at the Dallas game, the first preseason game of the season. This guy's showing that he doesn't know anything about football.
Well, he's done that before.
But I do find it exciting because it is going to be about the guys competing for jobs. The plays are going to be very vanilla. We're not going to be seeing any Shanahan's real playbook in there. It's going to be very vanilla stuff. But hey, the pads are going to be cracking, and it's football. So we love it, and it's getting these guys going. It's working toward the regular season, so it's all good. And one other thing I wanted to say about yesterday when I was out there at the practice, I neglected to mention that DJ Reed was returning some kicks.
Ooh.
And DJ Reed is a guy to look out for. He looked pretty good, Rombo.
DJ Reed, one of the best in the collegiate ranks last year, so I'm not surprised. We got the 1 and 2 guys, Dante and DJ. Whoa!
I know. Can you believe that? Can you believe they got the 1 and 2 guys? I mean, how did they pull that off? I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Of even that being available, it's just crazy.
That's right. Yeah. So it's looking forward to it though, man. Malcolm Smith is back, and I'm looking forward to see Malcolm flying around, and man. I mean, I just had to laugh when I heard Rudy talking about that. He gets on there and puffing up his Rams again, and it's like, come on, man, really?
I know. They got a past that they can't compare to ours, and Rudy's struggling every time he comes in and tries to find a way to take a shot. Can't take one.
I agree, Ronbo.
But it's fun to watch him struggle. Come on, Rudy, anytime, man. You only get a minute, though. And do not unmute yourself because you think Rudy comes in and says, I just want to say one thing. As if he has a right to just crowd past 49ers. Rudy, get to the back of the line and stay there. God. Oh.
I know.
Anyway.
I know.
We're gonna
Too funny, Ronbo.
He's dead meat. He doesn't know it yet. His time is coming to a close. Hey, Mike, you know what though? Aldrick Robinson. Here's the thing. Trez made a point recently. He says, "You guys that are all getting rid of Aldrick Robinson, you need to think about for a moment. That guy is well acclimated. First of all, in Kyle Shanahan's system, he's probably going to be the last guy that gets excused. The other guys, it's like a heavyweight fight or any title holder fighter. He has to lose the title. No, you have to take the title away from him. He doesn't lose it. Trent had a day today, Mike. Aldrick Robinson went wild.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear Aldrick's doing that because that makes the competition heat up that much more. But I don't see that situation playing out the same way. I don't see Aldrick Robinson as being Pierre Garçon. I see two different players right there. I see Pierre Garçon being the kind of guy that's going to have to lose. He's going to have to be taken down, and that's probably not going to happen because how good he is. But Aldrick Robinson is a guy that's been a pretty good receiver. But I see there's young guys that are really thriving, like Kendrick Bourne. I mean, are you gonna tell me that maybe Kendrick Bourne can't take over Aldrick Robinson's job? I mean, Aldrick may lose that job to Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne is on the rise, man.
That's true, but you know what? Kendrick's like in the top 5, I think. It's still 6, 7, 8, 9. We got it. And by the way, Mike, did you see Max McCaffrey yesterday when you were out there?
Yes, I did.
He hasn't had a bad day. He's quietly doing a job, but he's not getting a lot of attention. Except someone pointed it out yesterday. I says, you know what? That's true. Every time you guys show a highlight, McCaffrey's in it just about every day when they do put him on the film. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I see what you're saying about Aldrick. I mean, I just see, all the way down to Bourne. I see, I just see Bourne being kind of a lock because of how good he's progressed, and Pettis obviously being a lock because of when they drafted him and what he's been doing. And so there's your 5 right there, and then you go to number 6, and it's like, okay, now you got Aldrick, and then you got Ritchie James too, and Ritchie James,
really solid.
From what I saw, he looks pretty good, man. I mean, they were throwing him some bubble screens, and he was taking off. But he could be a guy that, they are going to have to lose. They are going to have to lose some good football players, unfortunately. That's just the way it works,
Yes.
But maybe Aldrick does make it, and maybe Ritchie doesn't make it. But I'm kind of rooting for Ritchie to make it myself.
No, please, not. You know what? How about there's also Stephen Dunbar. I'm watching the highlights and say, he's better than I thought. I thought he'd be just a big guy. You know how big guys are. They use big for everything they do. They're not necessarily fleet of foot or great razor-sharp routes, but they will physically beat his man up. Well, this guy was out there doing well and getting separation. I said, wait a minute. That's not what he's supposed to be doing. I thought he was supposed to be out muscling guys. He's out there beating them every category. And I saw it a couple of times, so it wasn't just one guy. So I said, wait a minute. I said, what's going on with this? What do you do with a guy 6 foot, what is he, 6'3"?
Right. Does he 6'3", yeah.
Do you pencil him in there and say, okay, we'll keep an eye on him and we'll make a decision in a 2 or 3 games from now? Because I figured they make decisions before Dallas game. There's probably been some decisions already been made, but whoa.
I think Ronbo. I think we're going to have a lot of fun in this preseason because this is what we're talking about right now. Aldrick Robinson making it, Ritchie James maybe making it. Who's going to make it? I think that's what this preseason stuff is for. I mean, these guys are going to get. It's all going to be because it's about consistency, right? Who can do it consistently? And some guys flash, and some guys just put on a show consistently, and. So it's all about, who can do it consistently, and that's what they got to find out throughout the preseason. So,
it's going to be rough. You blink, you make a mistake, you have a bad day, the next guy wins. Even if he's better than, or he's not as good as you are, better than you are, you'll win because you had a day and he didn't. Ooh, that's scary stuff, but I love it. Only the strongest will survive. To arms! Mike. I forgot.
I know it, Ronbo.
There, Mike. We got to go.
All right. All right, my man. Well, hey, man, great show tonight, and thanks for having me on, Ronbo. And
always a pleasure.
Hey, man, keep up the good work, buddy.
Thanks, Mike. Talk to you later.
Have a great night, Ronbo.
You too.
Bye.
Oh, man. Decisions. Hey, Nighthawk!
What's up, man? What's going on?
Nighthawk, man. We're sitting here looking at the players that Nighthawk, if we got about 20 guys that we could try to keep and put on the practice squad, right? You can only keep 10. I got a feeling the first hour of the practice squad, all of them are going to be gone to other teams. So we need to have an extra 10 ready. You can't put Ritchie James and Stephen Dunbar and Max McCaffrey, these guys, they can't put them on the practice squad. What are you going to do, Nighthawk? You got too much talent.
Yeah, but you know what? I know it's preseason. I hope we beat the Cowboys' butt.
Yeah. See, that's number one on the menu is knock the Cowboys the hell out. I agree.
I gotta say something. I want to give a shout out to Sammy.
Sammy?
Yeah.
Sammy who? Was a good friend of yours?
No, it's the 49ers.
Sammy.
No, Sammy. You know.
Big Show. Oh, Big Show? Wait a minute, hey, Nana, why'd you call him Sammy? Help me understand this. All right. Well, go ahead. What else?
Yeah, but like I said, the Rams. I don't know what's his name. What's that guy name? But the Rams.
Wait. Are we talking about a player? Are we talking about a coach?
No, that fan.
Oh, you're talking about Rudy.
Yeah.
Remember that name, Nighthawk, because we're going to hear a lot from him probably soon. And then after a while, we won't hear anything.
You should ban his ass.
You know, we try to be nice to the unfortunate, the underprivileged, the people with special needs, people who have no chance in life and as far as their football team goes. And we just like to let them know that we're here to offer a small amount of support. He's delusional.
He's kind of looking at the Dallas thing, but why are you so focused on Dallas? I thought you were a Rams fan.
He's a lonely man. You know, Nighthawk, to be truthful, there's not a lot of Rams fans. I mean, there really aren't. They have actors that they bring into the stadium for the games. People like the way the blue and gold jersey looks, but they probably know nothing about the team. They just bought the shirt because everybody in LA is running around with the shirt on.
You know why they don't have fans? Because it sucks.
It have been for a long time. They won 1 year, though, Nighthawk. They won 1 year. They won the NFC West. They went to the playoffs and got their butt handed to them, but they still finally stopped going 7-9.
I'm telling you, man, I know it's preseason, but I hope we kick the Cowboys' ass.
It don't matter, though. We could lose that game as long as tomorrow, as long as the right people show up and do good things. You know, if we were winning like we lost to Minnesota last year, remember? We won the game all the way to the fourth quarter. And then, Jerick Mckinnon came out and killed us. So what did we do? We signed him up to be a 49er. Yeah! And so, it's no big deal. You lose in the last minute, it's okay. If they whoop up behind from beginning to end, then we got a problem.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, it's going to be a good season. We're going to the playoffs.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. It's a long way away.
And Sam, the quarterback, Sam Bradford was not all day.
Oh, Sam Bradford of the Arizona Cardinals. Nah, he's a good quarterback, though.
And the guy from the Rams, quarterback.
Oh, Jared Goff.
Goff is not all that.
He's pretty good, but, he's not.
He's not better than
He's not Jimmy.
He's not better than Jimmy.
No, he's not. He's not Jimmy G's level, but he ain't bad. I'll be honest. He's not bad. In fact, he did pretty good last year, but he's still not Jimmy G good.
I'm saying he's not Jimmy Z.
Go beat his the butt too.
We gonna kick the Rams' ass too.
And Aaron Donald may be watching from the sofa just like everybody else. Hey, Nighthawk, I'm going to tell you what, man. I'm going to see you on game day, okay?
Can you give me a shout-out, Rambo?
You know it. Niners! Hawk! See you tomorrow. See you day after tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah. So, John Peterson said, thanks, John. I can't read them too much. Thanks, John. He said, go on, Big Ronbo. What it is? Go on here, report for duty to tap that booty. And Brian said, I'm starting this day in the land down under. Good morning. Good morning, Brian. And JJ, I'm glad Goodwin checked Steve Smith behind the scenes. Wasn't that quick? Hey, Steve, let me holler at you, man. Hey, Marquise? Steve, yeah, what's up? My name is Marquise, man. I was delighted too, JJ. What are you doing, Steve? Ain't no one Marquise. Oh, man. And then Tony Montana. What's up, Tony? So, and Rick Tanner. What up, now the Empire? Richmond. Rick is back. Rick, sup, dude? He said, I can't wait to see this high-power offense and bloodthirsty defense. We'll turn the NFL world upside down. Oh, I do feel it. I feel it this year, seriously. And Mike, he says, 49 faithful, Ronbo, why you don't hit up ESPN and have them sponsor this channel, ESPN? You know, I say everything ESPN does not want to be told. I mean, they were in the camp yesterday saying all kind of weird things about the 49ers. They sent the one guy, was that, and Kaplan came in. It was terrible. Was it? Oh, yeah. Is that, take her down for 500. I work with nothing but Rams fans, and I'm tired of them talking beep. I can't wait for the season to start. They ain't ready for us. Oh, man. These people don't know. And Razio says a dime to Robinson, though. Boink. Several times. 65 yards in the air. The gambler says the Vikings are dead meat. Oh! Stephen Williams says Niners all day. Yes, indeed. And Dean Franklin, Marquise Goodwin, he steps on a football field. He steps on a... Dean, you mean when he's... let me finish this. He says, he steps on a football field and immediately every DC in the country says, oh, man. All right, listen, play off him. Do not bump him. Just play off him. Give him space and contain him. Contain him. I'm telling you right now, if he smokes you, you will be benched the rest of this game. Yeah. Kenny.
What's up, Ronbo?
Kenny, man, just getting ready for the rumble in the jungle.
The rumble. Yeah. Smack some cowgirls down.
Oh, man. And I love hearing about the Cowboys camp. I'm hearing, if Dak is doing that bad, how much work are the receivers getting? I can't wait to see Dak for the couple of minutes we're going to see him. And who is their second string? Hey, there's a question. Does anybody know who is the second string quarterback in Dallas?
I have no idea. My team's not.
We don't care that much, but I just wondered, just realize, who's the backup? Because he may be in game 3. How come we couldn't play Dallas this year? We're ready for him now. Damn it.
Well, yeah.
But Kenny, what do you think, man?
Since we got so much depth at wide receiver, do you think it would be smart to put some of these younger guys and rookies in the same on the first defense in the preseason game with Garoppolo? See who comes out better.
God, Kenny, that's a good idea because we already know about the starter receivers. They've been lighting it up all camp long, right?
Yeah, so take Garston out, Goodwin and Trent Taylor, and let's see what other kind of talent we got, man. There's a lot of wide receivers that I'm hearing good things about on our team.
Love that idea. Start the game with Pettis and Bourne. Put Ritchie James in a slot. We already know what Garcon, Goodwin, and Trent Taylor can do. And don't run any risk of them getting hurt. They would be pissed. But still, it'd be the right thing to do. I like that idea a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be a smart move, man. Because we're going to be getting rid of some good guys, man. I don't want to get rid of some dude that's going to go to another team and then turns into some badass dude. You know what I mean? So,
God, that would bother me. And all we're going to do is sit there and say, "Oh man, look at this! Look at this!" The guy's just, oh man, and we cut him.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear you.
And believe it or not, man, I would get rid of Aldrick Robinson, man. He's had enough years to show and prove, but I don't know, man. I like what I'm hearing about Ritchie James, Pettis,
yes.
Bourne, and what's the other guy? Dunbar.
Yeah. So, and even Burbridge is having a great camp. It's Bolden Jr. went wild today. Yeah. Bolden Jr. though, he's like in trouble because of his suspension. No matter what, they probably already penciled him as a cut, but we don't have any. And it's Jimmy G though. You know what it is, Kenny? It's G makes every receiver good. So you really wonder, are they all that talented on other teams as they are with G? Because remember, he turned our system last year into a force. Good God, he turned everybody into an all-star.
Yeah. It sure does, man. Even like Chris Carter said, man, he even makes the hot dogs at Levi's taste better. So,
woo! The hot dogs are good at Levi's anyway, from what I heard. Oh man, but see, that's.
Hey man, I want to give a shout out to that dude Dean from Oregon, man. He's been on the show the last couple of nights. I've been listening to him at work, man. We're up here in Oregon in enemy territory, representing the Niner Empire. Baby, we're doing it. Yeah.
85. We heard the percentages.
Go ahead.
We heard the percentages. 85% is blue and purple and green, and 50% is other. So, you guys are a huge minority.
Yeah.
It's all right. Still representing strong. And I think those numbers need to be they need to walk back and check those numbers again. Because every time the 49ers come to that area, the streets are lined with red and gold, catching them as they come out of the airport and running around. I said, that's 15%? Oh. If they say other, then the whole 15% must be Niner red. Who else could they be rooting for? Kenny?
I can barely hear you, man. Somi keeps calling me from the Nighthawk Club, messing up my call. So
I'm saying you guys are 85%. I said 15%. And I was saying every time the 49ers come to town, the streets are lined with red and gold. Welcome to 49ers in. So I'm saying that 15% must be all 49ers. Because what other team do you hear about them talking about in that area?
I can barely hear you. Anyways, Ronbo, get off here because I can't hear you anymore. Thanks, Somi.
Somi, I should know. Somi, you bad guy.
Southern Oregon Empire. They get together on weekends and watch games down in the Medford, Grants Pass area. Shout out to them. If they're watching, you got somebody representing you from Coos Bay, Oregon, baby.
Yeah.
And shout out to the Hit Squad.
That's brilliant. Hey, thanks, Kenny. G, 13-3 because we got Jimmy G. All right, Kenny, hold it down. Oh man. All right. And Terrence Hicks' Pettis can get more acclimated during the game by returning. That's a good idea, too. Yeah. Let him do both, though. Bayon Brown said, yo, Ronbo, what's up, man? And it's Tony Colt, representing Colt families, and Lily says, what's up, MC? Practice for everyone, it's to make the whole team better. That's absolutely true. And Otis, he said, told y'all don't count out Aldrick Robinson just yet. Oh, man, I tell you. And Daniel Andre, 14-2 is what we're going to do. James, is that Patner? Let me see, Patenter. Yes, indeed, the explosions during the game are probably going to be, I have to tell you, do a lot of vitamins this year. We can't believe you wrote that. I love it. Oh, we can't hear Kenny. Okay, so I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, but that's still. Let me know if the next caller you can't hear. Could be something else. Is it? Oh, Terrence Hicks. Robinson was a teaching tool. Teaching is done. Bye-bye, Aldrick. Lawrence Baker. He says, hey, my birthday is going to be on the 17th. Guess how old I'm going to be? Lawrence, I have no idea. 17? That was a guess. But, hey, Lawrence, stay away. If you call in and let me listen to you talk, I'll be able to tell from that. Alan Heath, is it me or Trent Taylor looks like Tim Tebow? I can look at him again. Tebow and Trent. Hey, he does look like somebody, but I didn't think about Tebow. Hey, oh my, Money Mitten Earl. Boy, that's a name, ain't it? Money Mitten Earl. Earl, what's up?
What's happening?
Earl.
Long time no see.
Yeah, well, Earl, you been, man? What's up?
Man, chilling. Man,
go ahead.
I got a serious question for the Niners fan.
All right.
If we win the first two games, which I feel like we is, I feel like it's like, do y'all really think that we gonna lose a game with Reuben Foster in?
Hell no. And boy, Earl, don't get me started on that game because first of all, I'm sick and tired of people saying Patrick Mahomes should win that one. What?
Oh no, we ain't worried about. I ain't worried about the Kansas City because he gonna go through his bumps. He gonna go his bumps and bruises.
He's got to. Talking about
he gonna go through his bumps.
No.
So what I'm saying is that if we start off 2-0,
yeah,
I don't think we need to screen 13-3 or 14-2 because a lot of teams, when you pay attention last year, they could when we were Foster in the game, the running backs wouldn't get nothing. You could dump it off. You could try to run it. So we like the defense was really making teams one dimensional.
Yep.
Now if everybody stay healthy through the whole season, I'm talking undefeated.
Boy, I like that.
I'm talking undefeated.
and I tell you what, something else, Earl. Because here's the thing: if Reuben Foster does what he does, he's got some help over in that linebacker that's as fast as he is. Fred Warner, they say, is even faster. And then Malcolm Smith, if you go run, you're not going anywhere with Malcolm Smith on the field. Now you got back in the back. You got the eraser, man. I'm telling you. He's ready,
one thing I always said, Ronbo, I said, you know what? I like DeForest Buckner in the middle, but if they ever put that man on the outside, it's over. That's one-on-one all day.
They're looking at him. And
oh my! I said when they said they was putting him on the edge, I was like, oh my goodness.
Wouldn't that be funny if that was the right move to make? Then you got Contavious in the. Now you could put even when Eric Armstead comes back, you now have not Contavious, but Julian Taylor, Solomon T. You got I like Sheldon Day, and then put on the big end. You could put Eric. Oh, that's fast. Oh, and pressure coming from the outside like crazy.
Like crazy. And you know what? I think it was the year. What was the defensive coordinator from the Browns we had?
Defensive coordinator from the Browns. Oh no, O'Neal.
What was his name?
His name was O'Neal. What was his first name?
O'Neal. I believe that
Jim.
He used the Buckner on the edge a few times, and if you ever go back and watch that season, Buckner was unstoppable on that edge. A one-on-one, he was pushing the tackles like they was little kids.
See, that's the thing. And what if they put a tight end out there like they often do? Can you see a tight end try to stop Buckner?
Over.
Get out the way.
Over. Now the question is, one more question I have is, was Jimmy Garoppolo more faster decision making, more better than Matt Ryan? Because if he is, oh my goodness, man.
Nope. He is though. You know.
Oh my goodness.
Jimmy, naturally, it's just naturally he's faster anyway. His motion is just quicker. Ryan's fast, but not Jimmy G fast. I put Jimmy G's up there. What is it? Is Brady number one? Who's number one with release?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron is still number one. Okay. I put Jimmy a tick behind him, though, because, man, Garoppolo gets rid of the ball. Both of them are along the same edges with the Miami Dolphins. Was it Marino? Dan Marino was ridiculous. But these guys are right behind him, though. Man. So I tell you, it's going to be interesting to see. You remember that game with Green Bay? And they said he was getting the ball too quick. We couldn't touch him. He didn't need an offensive line. That's going to be Jimmy. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I was watching the film. The guy who broke down the film on Jimmy G, he said if Garoppolo get his foot down, his feet down, footwork right, and everything, he believed that he would outdo Aaron Rodgers.
Because it's a natural speed thing. Yeah.
Man, the way he was getting rid of the ball with people like 2 steps away from him and accurate is ridiculous.
Off the back leg, Earl.
Off the back leg.
He was, you know what? Jimmy was doing that just on arm strength alone. Because the offensive line, he knew he has no time to step back and set up. He's going to get that time this year. Because they all know what they're doing now.
Even Sean McVay was impressed.
Wasn't he, though?
He said, man, you look at this guy, how he can make the throws without setting his feet. the Ram coach was even impressed by Jimmy Green. He was like, man, he said, that guy is amazing.
And Jared Goff, if Goff hurt, he never talks about me like that. Jared.
Right.
Hand Jared some tissues. Wipe his face, boy. Stop crying. Woo!
It's over, Ronbo.
Yeah, it's gonna get rough it out.
It's over. This is the year,
girl.
This is the year, and I ain't giving up on Eric Armstead either.
I ain't either. Thanks, Earl.
Hello?
I'm telling you, man. I can't get no help, man. I was driving the bus with Eric Armstead. There was a few people sitting in the bus, and as soon as he got injured, everybody got off the bus, man. I was just the only one driving, me and 2 other people. God, they gave up on my boy.
Because people ain't realize you can still move him you can still move Eric Armstead around now. If you wanted to go to a killer lineup, you know what I'm saying? Leave Taylor on the end if he show up. Leave Taylor on the end, put Buckner and Armstead in the middle. Ain't no quarterback stepping up to that.
Whew, man. Put it right back
in
Oregon.
And how Eric Armstead is so intelligent when it comes to reading plays. It's like, why would you want to get rid of him? Because, that would be horrible. Our defensive line need to be dominant, period. And with him, ain't nobody stepping up on the Buckner, Armstead, and Taylor coming. Oh, no.
Soon to cut. Eric, we got a connection issue. I'm gonna tell you what, Earl. I'm gonna talk to you Thursday after the game.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Great to hear from you.
Yup.
Yeah. Money Mitten Earl. Yeah. Michigan. Oh, you in Michigan? All right.
In Michigan.
Have a good night, Earl.
All right.
Oh, man. All right. There's Big Show. Big Show always has to throw water on the party. We aren't going undefeated. Come on, guys. Big Show. You see, the problem is when you don't believe, you end up going down. It's called a self-fulfilling prophecy. Those who believe in doom will receive doom. Those who look beyond the stars will reach the ceiling. See, so if you played for a coach and he heard you talking like that, he'd come over and say, son, you want to play on my team or not? Because, son, if you don't believe, this is not the place you need to be. We got to deal with the realists, though, so, let them have it. Hey, give me, Kareem Jackson. He said, if I'm ready, know you're ready to whip on them little boys on Thursday like a nun in a Catholic school. Oh, my God. Put the hands out. Oh, God, I think she broke my arm. You itching the hands out, you break your arm. Jamel Ferguson says, what's up? Checking in, my buddy. Almost time to whoop some cowgirl booty. Like Pops did, kid, at the end of the house party. Everybody's giving whoopings now today. Catholic schools, Jamel's got something going on. Oh, God. And Clark Kent says, I have a serious problem. Finally got called in for an interview for my dream job, but will take away my Sunday Niners. No! So I told them. Gary, that's true. That's funny. So they says, Clark, we will give you a job here. You're gonna have to work. You have to work Sundays in the beginning because the fact is you're a Lotus on Zone. So he says, I told him to eat beep and yell Niners on the way out the door. That's the spirit. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Tony! Could this be Tony Tone? Who is this? Hello. Tony. Tony.
Ronbo.
What's up, Johnny?
All right. First, it's been a while. I know a lot happened in the past, but I'm not wearing a Carlos Hyde jersey anymore. That should help.
Well, yeah.
And I wanted to talk about Ritchie James because he's really intriguing to me. I don't know if he's going to make the team, but I'm going to give you some numbers right now from the Combine, and then I'm going to compare it to another 7th-round pick. And you try and tell me who that other guy is.
All right, love these.
Ritchie ran a 4.48 40. The other guy also ran a 4.48. In the 3-cone drill, Ritchie did a 6.87. This other guy ran a 6.98. In the vertical jump, Ritchie did a 35.5, and the other guy did a 33.5. In the broad jump, Ritchie did 10 feet 2 inches rather, and the other guy did 8 feet 9 inches. Who's the other guy?
Hey, are they both 7th-round picks?
Yep, and this other guy was drafted in 2010.
2010 pick? Oh, God! Who was this good? God, Tony! Okay, hey, was he a 49er?
Nope.
I'd have to. That's a tough one. Okay, everybody's dying to know this. Who is it? He's got to be fit. Oh, wait! Don't tell me. Are you about to say Antonio Brown?
Yep.
That comparison's been made, Tony. You're right. Elaborate.
And the thing is, with Ritchie, I think he has good enough hands. He gets separation in practice from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And with Antonio Brown, he's not the fastest guy. He has great hands, but they're not the best of hands.
Mm-hmm.
But he finds ways to get open and make plays, and I think Ritchie James could be the next Antonio Brown in that sense.
And Tony was out on the field the other day watching, so these observations are not just made in thin air. Tony was watching. I like Ritchie James. I'm pretty sure he's not going to get cut. But what are you going to do with Aldrick Robinson?
Well, for me, I don't think he's going to get cut, so the easiest solution is to break his leg so we can just be done with his contract. We need a reason to have him off the roster because we have so many receivers at the moment.
And put him on the IR. Like last year, how many guys do we have on the IR last year to start the season before anybody even got hurt?
So many.
Oh, I mean, Kyle already put 6 guys. Yeah.
There are 4 or 5 guys who were not injured. Like Joe Williams, he was one of them. They just did that so they didn't have to cut him or put him on the practice squad where another team could take him.
Mm-hmm. That's going to happen this year too, Tony.
It was a smart move.
Yeah, it's going to happen this year. I predict at least 3 guys. And look for Stephen Dunbar to be stacked on that list too. I got a feeling, just because they probably want to take a little longer look at him. Ritchie James is going to be on the 53. I would bet big bucks that James is the 6th guy. And if they're going to carry a 7th guy, now that, I still don't know.
Well, I don't know if they will carry 7th. I think they should based on what we have. But I looked at the depth chart, the unofficial one they released last night, and Aaron Berber is just ranked as the 2nd left wide receiver. Above Kendrick Bourne, Max McCaffrey, Victor Golden, Ritchie James, Stephen Dunbar, all those guys, and Dante Pettis.
Ahead of Pettis? Burbridge?
Yes. Yep. They're in the same line of receiver. I hope he has a career-ending injury because I do not like him.
I got to see more Burbridge there. I've seen him on a few highlights. He looks good, but I didn't know that
I've seen enough of him.
Pettis? Pettis is like the golden boy of the team this year. I'm amazed at that. We'll see.
At the end, I think Burbridge will end up being cut, and I think Pettis will take his role. But Burbridge, I have no respect for him because he muffed 2 punts, and one of them wasn't even his. Both in 2016.
You mean from last year? What? Hey, was that Burbridge? No, he was hurt last year. Who was that that got in the way of that punt and then fumbled, and the Cardinals picked it up and scored on us? Was that Burbridge?
I don't think that was him. The one I'm thinking about in particular was where Jimmy Curley was calling a fair catch, and Burbridge literally runs into him and muffs the punt.
That's what I'm talking about. That was year before last. Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to get over that, too. I'd forgotten about it until you just reminded me, though. God. Well, we'll see, Tony. That's interesting.
At this point, with our receivers, I think 7 is a good number because we can afford to lose some other positions that we had last year. Like, we had too many defensive tackles toward the end of the year. We had 4, I believe. We only need 3 because we can always move Solomon Thomas to the inside if we have too little at that position. So I think 7 receivers and 4 running backs this year is going to be the number for those positions because I don't think Joe Williams is getting cut and Raheem Mostert has to stay on the roster for special teams. I believe, and I stand by this, that he was the best special teamer last year. And the only reason why Budda Baker made the Pro Bowl is because he's a fan favorite. That's it.
You threw that last one in there just to catch you off guard. Budda Baker.
He's a good player, but...
Good point, though. I was wondering, but during the course of that game, I was wondering how did Budda make the Pro Bowl first year. Glad you brought that up. That's ridiculous. These things happen, though, every year in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, all the guys that make the Pro Bowl special teamers are either Matthew Slater because everyone knows his name, so they just keep voting for him, or a fan favorite guy, which in last year's case was Budda Baker. And I don't think people pay enough attention to special teams because it's a third of the game, frankly.
It is. And it's going to be you win or lose. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Tony, we're going to stop. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to look for you after the game on Thursday, okay? If you got time. All right, Tony. Good to hear from you, Tony. Talk to you later.
You too.
Yeah.
All right.
And by the way, I saw a photo of Tony out at practice. Tony is tall. I mean, really tall. You haven't. Remember Tony, the little guy who was up on doing some of the shows we do here on offseason? He wasn't that big then, but he is now. Tony, he's growing up to be quarterback size. Hey, and let us go to, what was this? Let me get this right. The Raven Dub, much love from New Mexico, the Duke. Sup, Phil? And, oh, yeah. Go ahead, James. It's time.
Hello.
James, how's the temperature, man? Is it cool down,
man.
any?
Listen, it's like Satan is sitting right beside me blowing in my ear. Okay? I'm going to just define it that way. Or like my great neighbor, I think his name is Mel, he said last night that the sun is hugging.
Yeah.
Well, right now, the moon has got a slow dance going on with you. Okay? And big shout out to all the callers, man. And this last guy that you were just talking to,
Tony,
some real interesting stuff, man. I mean, he really touched upon some things with this receiving core situation. But I do believe, if you ask me, last year Aldrick Robinson flashed in camp with Brian Hoyer, and it seemed like in some of the biggest games, at times the ball went to him. He either missed it, ran the wrong route, okay, or had the ball like on the tip of his fingers. You don't have to jump up and try to knock it back up in the air. Just catch it. That's all you need to do. And I mean, it was some bonehead moves, man. And I really don't think, I can pretty much tell you right now, I think it's 3 people that are definitely gone pertaining to 2 things. Number one is, I think the Victor Bolden Jr. situation is you can kind of see already that they're backing away from the activity with him in training camp because of these younger guys they're believing in. Okay, and then on top of that, I think Aldrick Robinson is gone. And barring no injuries, I do believe that Raheem Mostert might be a goner because Aaron Burbridge is the best special teams player we got. Not only can he play special teams, if he's healthy, that's another offensive weapon for Jimmy Garoppolo. I am yet to see. Most great teams that have won the Super Bowls have had very great defenses or very great offense, and the defense was so-so. But when you're looking at a work in progress like the San Francisco 49ers coming for 2018, we're going to have a top 3 defense, I do believe, barring everybody stays healthy and there's no serious injuries. And then you complement that with an offense that went out there last year and averaged 28-point-something points per game.
And didn't know what they were doing.
And didn't know what they were doing. So now you take another year of Garoppolo getting that playbook down packed and getting a chemistry with these receivers. You know, we might actually average like 38-point-something points a game, man. I mean, I could see. I could really see it happening.
Yeah.
This right now is a team that's we're not looking for anything less than making the playoffs and playing in that NFC Championship game. We're not expecting anything less than that. Okay, that's just the way it is. You got high hopes.
It makes Chris Carter mad, but it's true.
Well, Chris Carter is what he is, and he's, you know, you can't turn a junkie into a Christian. No disrespect to nobody, but you know, it is what it is. But anyway, you know, I mean, it's so much aspiration and upside right now, man. And I'm looking at it like Max McCaffrey is starting to come into the fold.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna tell you, I mean, me honestly, if you had to say between Ritchie James or Stephen Dunbar, who do we keep? I would say Stephen Dunbar, and I'm going to tell you why. This guy, he doesn't have the greatest of speed, neither does Garrett Sellers.
True.
But he's got great hands. He's almost got mitts in a way like almost a Michael Crabtree when he first came into the NFL. You can't, I can't see them letting a player like that go. I do believe in the last week that there may be a mysterious injury that puts him on IR.
Yeah. Some of these
sat
guys
on the helmet and fell and landed right on the elbow joint and
broke the booty. Yeah.
Yeah, broke the booty, and now they're on IR. Okay? But they're still their contracts are on or owned by the San Francisco 49ers, because I mean, I'm hearing Max McCaffrey's coming along and Aaron Burbridge is coming along. Yeah. But now if you had to say who are the 2 that they would probably keep, compared to knowing they're not about to let some of those young guys go, I still do believe it's going to be Burbridge, because, okay, he's the best special teams ace we got. What can Raheem Mostert bring to the table? Okay, he looked good all preseason last year. But that Thursday night, that primetime game against them LA Slams, okay? That was, I still cannot see how can you run and not have the ball. And what do you think? You were trying out for Madden or something? You don't even have the ball in your grasp, but you're still running with your arm cupped like, yeah, it's a first down. I might take this on to the house. You need the ball to go with. Okay?
His nerves. And he was nervous.
Yeah, well,
that was ridiculous.
That's all right. But I can tell you one thing. It goes to show me when people have had a track record, I could see them being with one team, maybe even two if something didn't work out. But when you've got people in their last 4 years have been on 5 different football teams, Mostert is one of those guys too.
Yeah.
It's the reason why, he got passed over or whatever for other people, but it took the wind out of my sail in that game against the Rams. And
I know, James. You get on that, you get on Mostert, and you bring that game up every time. He's gonna, if he ever hears this, he's gonna be very sensitive about that. He didn't mean to.
Well, I know, and the same way Jalen Ramsey don't mean to have nobody say, "Well, what happened in this game?" It was that scheme. It's that scheme.
I'm glad you brought that up. I gotta say, I saw that clip the other day. I'm gonna cut out a piece and put it on there and at Jalen. Jalen, this one you wasn't. What was you crying about?
That scheme they was running, bro. That scheme they was running is that's how they beat us, bro. That scheme. You're gonna beat 30 other teams with that scheme, okay? And other schemes too.
But the thing is, James, so when Marquise beat him, well, that had nothing to do with scheme. That was mano con mano. He just got beat.
No. He will tell you if you sit down and take him out to lunch and say, "I'll even pay for it," but tell me the truth. When Marquise beat you, what happened? Man, they had the scheme going one way. I was looking at the scheme, man. I wasn't paying attention to him, man. And then the next thing I know, he down the field, got the ball and gone.
James, we got to stop, though.
Hey, man, Ronbo. Is what it is, man.
We'll look for you Thursday, though. I'll tell you, man.
Hey, well,
I hope the temperatures drop for y'all a little bit. Because that's just.
Well, I hope so. I hope I will see Thursday. Yeah, because we won't get the game up here until 10 o'clock, same time you come on. So we can still do it, though. I'll still be with you by the grace of God, All
right, James. I'll see you.
All right, man. Have a blessed evening. Love what you do. Niner Empire, Niner for life. This is our year. Don't nobody forget that. And Rudy, I'd like Rudy to stand up under a big cinder block, okay? And I wouldn't tell nobody to push the cinder block off the ledge, but I'd just like them to say, Rudy is a dedicated Rams fan. You a Niners fan? All right, I'll see you later. All of a sudden you hear somebody yelling, Niner Empire, Niner for life. Love what you do, Ronbo. Have a blessed evening.
Hey, you too. And we continue on that same side of the United States with Mel.
My man, Ronbo.
Mel.
Big James, what's going on, big bro? How you feeling?
Yeah.
He's gone. Yeah, what's going on, Ronbo? How are you?
Oh, Mel, I'm telling you, man, these options. All of us are concerned about the team, but I'm starting to growing concern is for the guys that we don't keep. I don't. I got an attachment under these guys after such a while, and if I hear about Dunbar playing with the Raiders, and maybe Burbage or somebody who gets unexpectedly cut ends up in Seattle, and they're going to go to teams that we don't appreciate, and I know it, and I'm already getting mad about that before it even happens. Damn.
Yeah, but you know what? There is no use getting mad at that. You know why?
Kicked it. Because
nobody cares once you get sloppy seconds, man.
You know
what I mean? we got the top dog, so I'm not going to be upset about the guy who lost to the top dog. You know what I mean? Especially because you know what? The only time I'll be mad is if this season is a bust, and that ain't happening. If this season is a bust, and then guys we let go somewhere else and just get the ball in, then that'll be upsetting, because what that'll do is that'll have me losing faith in Shanahan and
judgments
and
right?
Lynch.
Yeah,
like what are you doing, man? I was riding with y'all. When y'all let Bowman go, I cried for a good 48 hours.
I know, that was
then I saw Bowman in that black and silver, and he lost about 12 steps.
Yeah.
And his brain was still working. He was still Navarro Bowman in the head, but he a day late and $1 short, missing plays, missing tackles. I'm like, okay, these dudes did the right thing. Freed up all that salary cap. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I will never question these dudes again until they give me a reason to.
And Bo had that night when we played the Rams too, Mel. That's why Gurley had such a night. Bo couldn't deal with him. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
5 years
They
ago,
laid
he would
the
have
dollar
buried.
short.
He would have
He
killed
couldn't get there,
Gurley.
and when he did get there, he couldn't do anything with it. And I was just looking like, is that like somebody who got cut and just stole Bowman's jersey and went out there and played on his behalf or something? Who is that I'm watching right now? That is not the fellow that closed out the stick the way he closed out the stick. That's not him.
Too many injuries,
and
man. Too many.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's not like he tried to come back too soon. Like he took a whole season off. So technically, that was like, a year and a half. He didn't come back, and then he had the whole off season. And
Mel, remember how he had to take an hour to warm up, and then they said that no, it ain't taking me no. I bet he was. Mel, you know about that kind of thing, though. Did it take him an hour to get that leg working?
It very well could have. Yep, because it all depends on exactly what was going on with the leg. If it was muscle or tissue like damage or something, that doesn't take long to warm up. But if there's any type of tendon, ligament, or bone damage, then yeah. And in those cases, even with they giving them shots that aren't supposed to be exposed and named. Yes. And I remember taking a couple of those in college, and I didn't know anything about it back then. If I did, I wouldn't have gone the route that I did. Yeah, definitely. But even like the muscle, the muscle damage is one thing, but once you start talking about the bones and the ligaments, those shots are the worst thing for it, because what it does is, like Novocaine, when you get Novocaine in your mouth or whatever, you can't move it. Like, you're numb, you can't feel it, but you also can't move it. The shots that they give, you can't feel it, but you still have full range of motion. So you're just making yourself even worse.
Oh, because the brain sensory, it's been cut off. The pain would make you stop.
Yep.
Oh, that's
right.
Damage,
and pain is your body's signal to your brain that something's wrong. So whenever you cut that signal off, whatever's wrong is still wrong, and you're making it worse, but the signal's just not getting to your brain. But I want to take this time to ask all my 49ers brothers and sisters, I need y'all to pray for me. I'm going to be going under for a real deep surgery.
Ooh.
I'm looking. I'm still shopping around for it. I'm looking to sell a kidney, because I got to get out to Levi's this year, man. So I'll sell a kidney. That'll pay for my plane tickets, and I'll be in the stands post surgery. As long as I get to see him in person, it'll be worth it. Who needs a kidney, right?
Mel got me. It was a gotcha. Mel, you know what you're going to do now, man? When I did a GoFundMe thing going, get Mel to Santa Clara. You ain't got to be selling no kidneys.
Something like
get it, Mel. That's not funny. Get me.
Yeah.
So,
but anytime they come out here, like, anytime they come anywhere close to here, I'm there. Like, I'm going to Tampa this year, and I'm trying to get out there for Monday night. So, I want Monday night against the Giants, because where I live, in Jersey, I'm closer to the Eagles, so I'm in, like, Eagles country. I'm in South Jersey. But there's still a good deal of Giants fans, because the Giants are in Jersey. So, I definitely want to see us out there and put the pieces on Saquon Barkley. Mr. Barkley, meet Mr. Foster. You will be meeting him several times this evening.
He just
That's
don't
if
know.
You don't get shipped to that blue tent. Not at all.
All them all-star running backs, they go get brought back down to earth quickly.
Yep, because he ain't just big and strong. The man's nickname is Ferrari Foster. You know what a Ferrari does? That thing is moving, man.
Did you see Mel last year? I said before the season started, wherever Leonard Fournette going, I ain't worried about him, because we had him on the schedule in the season. I said, who owns Leonard Fournette? Sure enough, as soon as he turns up at Santa Clara, rumor was all over that boy.
Yep.
How many yards did Fournette come out of that game with?
I'm telling you, not a whole lot. Let me tell you something. It was. I forget what game it was the Redskins game. I was there in the stadium. Bro, Ruben hit, I forget who it was. It sounded like he got hit by a Tahoe, man. I felt so bad for the guy. Like, man, this is the type of violence that they're trying to cut down on. or was it the Eagles game? See, I'm confused now.
It may have been. And also against the Titans, remember his classmate at Bama? What's that big dude, that big running back?
Do.
Ruben went over there and laid him out. Because this is what I can't.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Because the first thing he announced says, "Yeah, Ruben and what is that guy saying? Ruben and him they had a thing at Bama, and he showed Ruben up in front of a bunch of scouts, and Saban was yelling and screaming at Foster. Foster came back the next play and buried him.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
And it's going to be much of the same. It will be much of the same this year. He's going to be playing with something to prove, without a doubt.
Well, Mel, I'm glad to hear your kidneys are okay. You had me going there for a second. We got to go, and you can rest that
there's
kidney.
still time. There's still time. I'm still shopping around.
Mel, I'm going to see. Hey, Mel, you know it's going to be late Thursday, so I don't see you. I'll be thinking about you anyway. But we'll see you after the game if you get a shot.
Oh, are you doing your show Thursday?
Oh, God, yes. Right after the game, we're going to be laughing and shucking and jiving about them Cowboys as they ride out, not into no sunset, but they ride. Well, actually, they'll be walking out in front of the horse. They ain't riding into no sunset.
Indeed. So I don't care what time it is Thursday, my brother. You doing your show. The 49ers are playing. So whatever time it is out here in Jersey, Melvin Bryant III will be up.
All right. Be looking for you too, Bill. All right, fam.
Indeed. All right, my brother. Have a good evening.
You too, Mel. There's Mel out in the tri-state city area. As you know, Mel's surrounded by Jets, Giants, and Eagles fans. And he still maintains the red and gold with pride. Hey, and Billy Kelso says, you're full of energy. You're a riot man. You're famous for these guys. I do need to calm down. People already accuse me of being on substance. I don't abuse substances. I don't. Let me say, Jimmy G will embarrass the Cowgirls on his first series, and they will pull him so they don't embarrass him. CJ's going to destroy them. This is what I'm looking forward to, because Jimmy does have to come out after the first series. No arguments, Jimmy, sit down. And Donna Bell, hey, Donna Bell, and did you hear, Donna, did you get the happy birthday song? I need to know. Donna, because if you did not get the happy birthday song yesterday, I will duplicate that song today, all right? So you let me know. Happy birthday, Donna. Oh, and Jason, did you put an I in your name? I've never seen it spelled that way. Jason, maybe it's not Jason, but Jason Johnson. Jeremy, it can't be French with a name like Johnson. No, this is a typo, isn't it? Okay. Jeremy McNichols is good enough to be the second back, but he has been hurt trying to tell you guys that. Is he in the mix? Jack, I'll take your word for it. The competition starts Thursday night. We're going to see Jeremy McNichols on the field. I have said that Jeremy McNichols is badass, too. So I want to know what happens, too. We'll see what happens. Take her down for 500. Anyone else worried about McGlinchey? Yeah. But only because he's a rookie. I'm sorry, I got something stuck in the teeth. Okay. Anyway, you know what? McGlinchey, I think it's going to be okay. He just needs time. Joe Staley's going to get him straight. You know, because he's a big, talented kid, but he's got to get used to the pro set. So give him a minute. Mr. Joe Pappy! This is what up, 9 Empire! From the 49th parallel is Joe Pappy! Joe! Oh, Nav Sherrod. Kittle's going to break out this season. You can see it coming, too. Yeah, dude. And Jason says Jeremy McNichols had a big run of 60 yards today. Really? It was that long? I didn't see the stat on that. I knew he had a good run. I didn't see the stat, though. All right. Hey, pull for Jason, man. I'm telling you. He wants McNichols. Let's see what happens. Alfonso. The great love, how Kittle secures the ball after. I know, right? George, man, there's no way you're going to get that ball out of there. George running down that field. He's elbowing people, man. I tell you, I like the way he does that, too. Sensei has returned. Sensei. Sensei? Did we lose the sensei? I could do that for a long time. Sensei, where are you? Tyler's here. Tyler. Tyler. I wonder can people not hear me? Tyler, you and your pipe bomb. Where are you? I hear him. He's having some technical difficulties, maybe. Tyler? Tyler? Tyler, if you can hear me and you're at distance on your phone, I'm looking for you. Tyler. All right. Do I hear background sound? I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll give you some more of these. All right, John Peterson says, calling it now, Niners get 3 picks off of Wilson each game this year. You know, when you think about how PO'd Richard Sherman is, that's going to be Sherman's most outrageous game of the season. I can already see right now. He's a man on a mission. He knows Russie better than anybody on the team. It's gonna be, you know what though? Who are they gonna? Who's the receivers? Doug Baldwin and who else? You know, they got the Tyler Lockett. It's a good 1-2 punch. Who else? I guess you can throw a lot out of the backfield. I don't get it. I don't understand. Anyway, you notice though, they did not get ranked high on the NFL Network ratings. I mean, normally I figured they put the 49ers number 14, right? And I figured just to piss us off, they would put the Seahawks at number 12 or something like that. You know, so why are the Seahawks getting all this respect and love? They're done, guys. They got to rebuild. It's like Trent Baalke's retooling. Donovan says, I missed it, but you can duplicate it tonight as my go-to-sleep lullaby. Donna, are you ready, Donna? Since we're waiting for people to come back to the phone, Tyler, don't interrupt me while I'm singing all of a sudden either. Happy birthday to Donna. Happy birthday to Donna. Happy night. Hey, happy birthday, Donna. Donna, please, don't make me do that again. No, somebody's going to get mad and come up here and jerk all the wires out from next to the house. Hey, shake. Boom, 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 boom. Shake. I'm starting to wonder if we're having audio problems. People can't hear me. Shake.
I hear you, Ronbo.
Okay. Shake. Stop.
What's up, Ronbo?
Sheik, man, I tell you, it's Thursday night. It's going to be, that's going to be an interesting game for the first few minutes anyway. But like I say, the second string on this team can probably play with a lot of first strings. I love this team. But what are you thinking?
I think I really like this Moore guy, man. I think he's going to be really. He has really nice talent.
Tavarius, right?
Moore, yes. He looks very promising, Ronbo, and I think this guy's they're praising him a little more. I know it's practice, I understand, but the thing is, all these D-backs that we brought in, I think that one is going to definitely pan out. He's going to show up, and I think someday he might be a starter for us. If not, he'd just be a really good depth guy and help out the cornerbacks. And obviously Sherman's going to help him out, and Weatherspoon. And he's going to someday take over K1's spot.
Because I got to tell you, Sheik, he can't do Tom Brady and Jimmy G. Richard Sherman may not be able to go more than, because Sherman's already talked about playing 4 or 5 more years. We cannot let Tavarius Moore's contract run out. I got a feeling, I agree with you. I think he's the guy.
Yeah, And there's a lot of guys in the, people might say, oh, next year there's a lot of cornerbacks coming up, but this time we got a lot of D-backs, Harris and Moore, and these other guys that we brought in. I think on our depth, our cornerbacks are very high, and I'm not, we don't know what's going to happen next year, but right now these guys are coming in. You're going to learn from the best, Sherman, and I pray and I hope Shanahan and Salaya, when the time comes with Sherman, I want him to be our coach, our D-back coach, our secondary coach, and helping these guys even excel even more. But I really am excited to see. That's why I'm 2 more days, Ronbo. 2 more days until.
Yes.
Let's be honest. 1 more day. I'll be honest. So we could definitely see what these guys' talent is.
Against hostile.
I tell you, we're anxious. The faithful are anxious, Ronbo. We're really excited to see this football on the floor and just on the field and see what we got. And I don't know about you, but I'm looking at special team. I'm going to look at the secondary. I'm definitely looking at Fred Warner.
I forget about him sometimes. He says his chest is getting better too. I hope it's all the way better.
Yeah, and what I'm also hearing, I don't know if this has been a rumor for a while because Foster is suspended for those 2 games. He's going to be playing a lot.
Fred?
Reuben Foster.
Oh yeah.
He's going to be playing a lot then more. I heard that the 3rd game he's going to play like maybe 3 quarters or halftime.
I see. During preseason, to keep him, get him ready. 2 games is not a long time. Ruben spent 6 games out last year, right? And he came back. It took him a week to get ready, and then the following week he was back to being Reuben Foster. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. But let me ask you this, Ronbo. Who are you excited to see? Those guys that we just picked up that you're just like, oh, I really want to see them on a film. Not the big names, but the smaller names.
I just mentioned one earlier. I want to see if Max McCaffrey can continue. Everybody's talking about Garcon, and they're talking about, not Garcon as much, but they're talking about Goodwin on a daily basis, rightfully so. And they're talking about, of course, Dante Pettis. And then all of a sudden, I'm seeing in the stats and I'm seeing in the highlights, there's that McCaffrey again. Didn't think much of it the first couple of times. There's McCaffrey again. Does he have a bad day? Looks like not. I can't wait to see Max against the Cowboys. I want to see, is he for real? Because Max McCaffrey is looking like the best guy on the team, honestly, next this not named Goodwin or Pettis.
Right.
Ritchie James doing a number.
Yeah, Ritchie James. You're right on those guys. We're definitely going to watch those. But those 2 names on both sides of the field, I'm really watching because he had a great preseason last year and he was a great hitter. Yeah. But he's, obviously the injury kind of canceled James. I'm really excited.
Yes.
That is the big name. Because honestly,
agreed.
We have a lot of depth, Ronbo.
Agreed.
And then for offense, Mostert. I want him to push himself even harder because obviously we might just go for 3 running backs and have the fullback as a 4th, running back. But Mostert must step up in this preseason. Those 2 guys, I'm really excited to see what they can put on the field.
Sheik, did you see Brick by Brick today though?
No, I did not see it. I'll be honest.
You got to go check that out. It's when John Lynch is watching film. I don't know who that was sitting next to him. Might have been Kyle. But it was interesting to see some of the things he says during the course of watching the film. And he likes Marcel Harris. I said, that safety in the box group is tough. So you got Marcel versus Chancellor James. Koski's already got the starting spot, most likely. That's going to be a very, very interesting show.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And another thing you got to think about as well, they might say these names, but the people that they don't say the name don't think they're in the outs. They're actually they're like, they might cut him, but they really want him to come back. Mm-hmm. So there's certain guys you got to watch out those names as well. But I really think Marcel Harris is going to be a really nice talent for us.
Mm.
But the only thing I'm really interested in is a linebacker core, the backup, Toomer, Cole. I really want to see their talent to grow. When they rotate and special team. That's another, because linebacker, I think we're a little thin on it in backups wise.
Yeah.
Because I'm not, obviously nobody's sold on Eli Harold Ronbo.
Hey, Eli's been making plays. Oh, his name was written up, I think yesterday. He made a great play. But how many weeks we've been doing this? That's one of the first times I even heard about Eli's name. And they said, who was that? Was that Mike said that they tried him out on the edge? Somebody was watching practice. And Eli made a move that made no sense. They dropped him on his butt, and that was the end of that. And I said, oh, my God. He was supposed to be good coming out of Virginia, Sheik. What the hell happened?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. I thought he was going to be, obviously he wasn't fast in the edge, but he just had that certain talent. He's good against Seattle, Ronbo. That's all he is.
Well, that's the thing, Sheik. He is fast. Eli Harold, that first few weeks we had him when he came in, they said he had the fastest first step in camp. And then all of a sudden, nothing. Oh, well.
Yeah, but the thing about Eli Harold, before I go, Eli Harold, to finish that note, he needs to definitely step it up because, sad to say, because of the kneeling situation, people might not pick him up. So if he wants to make any team, and this team, he must step up. If he doesn't, it's going to be very difficult. It's sad to say, but, I support whatever all the players do. But the thing is, he needs to step it up if he wants to make this team. But anyways, Ronbo, shout out to the Nighthawk Club, shout out to the Hit Squad, shout out to the Hitman, shout out to Kenny, Bashar, all the men, Razor, everybody that calls in. Because you know what? Because we all faithful. We faithful then, faithful now. Ronbo, we support you because you're the best show to be, and we don't support anybody else. I'm sorry, other YouTubers, but this is the best way because he is worldwide, not just an empire. He's worldwide. Ronbo Sports. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that sub. Download the Ronbo app. Rose Madison, I'm talking to you. And you know what, Ronbo? We love you, fam.
Thanks, Sheik.
Chat room, shout out to you.
Oh, man. And Sheik, be looking for you. Looking for you after the game Thursday, all right?
Yeah, definitely support. Yeah, red and gold. I mean, what was it? What was it? The name that you do on the game that you show?
Are we talking red and gold till then? Are we?
No. When you go live,
in your face. Oh, in your face at your place? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hit that like, guys. Get that. I want over 250 likes tonight. 2 more days. Go Niners.
Thanks, Sheik. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. And I see here it says Sterling Holt says, thank you for all the 49 love this show brings. Niners love from the Bay to Inglewood, SoCal. What's up? Lawrence Baker says, did you see that Jimmy G is rated 5th for MVP award? 5th. He's in the top 5. I mean, that's saying a lot for the amount of time he's had to be observed. I mean, we know he's good, but I mean, still, they're ranking him already, looking forward to him already, devastation with them. And Jimmy, do you see that high? I love the camera angles on Jimmy's passes. Them high, tight spirals flying through the air. Whew, man. And Lawrence Baker says they just, we just did that. Clark Kent says, Jared Goff, yuck. Anyone else notice? Even his coach talks more about Jimmy G than he does Jared. Oh, man. And we just did that one. I said Jared Golf. Ramos says Jared Golf. Okay. Well, maybe I'll continue to say that then, Jared Golf. For those of you who are correcting me, it's Jared Goff. But if it sounds like there's an L in there, it's my bad. Jared, but I still like Jared Goff now that you've asked, you put me on that. Antonio Kidd, what's up? What's up, Antonio? And Salvador Brimisco says, Garcon, Goodwin, Taylor, Bourne, Pettis, James. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. I bet that's right. Looks right. Yeah, it is right now. Most of us assume that. If we see anything different, it's going to be shocking, isn't it? And SoFlo Niners says, give my boy Tito. Hey, Tito! We haven't touched a Tito in forever. SoFlo, you talking about the same Tito? Shout out to Big Tito. He might be a really busy dude. If he's busy, because Tito loves talking football. And okay. What? Sensei? Well, that's Sensei. Sensei Millions had to answer a call, but Niner! Kiki, do you love me? Do you love me, Kiki? Boy, if Trent Taylor does that again, man, I went unconscious watching that the first time. Hey, Tyler.
Rambo.
Okay, Tyler, can you do the Kiki dance, man? Yeah.
No, I have no idea what that is.
You got to work on that. Did you see Brick by Brick?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, did you see when Trent jumped out of the car? And
that's what it is.
That's it right there.
Shit, I'll pay you $100 to do it.
Do you love me? Tyler, you got to do it and you got to film it, man, and post it up. We'll be waiting for that.
No thanks.
You got to do it.
I don't get out of the cars. Don't get me wrong. I love some Drake, man. But I don't get out the car in the middle of the street and pop that dance out, man.
You know what? I got to tell you the truth, Tyler. It is dangerous. I've seen people look at the fails for the dance. It's hilarious. It's scary. But I've seen people run to jump in the car, reach for the door. Okay, the car's moving, right? So you're going to go down at a very high speed and probably the risk of bumping the head as you go down. I know one dude did. He had to. Goes and reaches the door and misses. Boom. Oh! Tyler, our team is looking like they're ready to rock and roll. What do you think is going to happen this Thursday night, Tyler? And by the way, Aldrick Robinson has put in his bid to stay on the team, and we are ranked number 14 in the power rankings going into this Thursday night.
Man, they're still sleeping.
Do you love me? Oh.
All right.
Think so?
Now, we have, I don't know, I can't remember what week we play the Texans. It might be the second preseason game or the last one. I'm not sure.
Second. It is second.
Second. Okay, so we will have joint practices with the Houston Texans. And last year, they didn't. Thanks, Razor.
Boy, Razor cannot kiki at that speed.
Man. All right.
Go ahead.
So we're going to have joint practices with the Texans. The Texans last year did not have, like, you remember in 2016 when they had their number one defense?
Yeah. They're back.
Well, they had a defensive coordinator named Romeo Crennel. Last year they didn't have him, and now he's back.
Hey,
so
what happened to Vrabel? I think he went to another team.
Yeah, he's coaching the Titans now, head coach.
And okay, this guy you're talking about, what's his name?
Romeo Crennel.
Oh.
He was the Texans defensive coordinator in 2016 when they had the number one defense. He left last year, and now he's back.
Why did he come back? Dang. Now he's got JJ, he's got Jadavion Clowney, Whitney Marsalis. My God, that is a scary defense. Whew.
Yeah, and then that defense is great like it was. With Deshaun Watson, the Texans are going to be a very good football team.
Very
good. We won't be practicing against no scrubs.
No, that's a good test.
We're going to be getting ourselves ready.
Yeah. You're right, Tyler. That's a good workout. You know, because I've already told the Jaguars fans that I get in arguments with now. Texas wins that division, guys. So
Yeah, and practicing against Deshaun Watson is going to be the hardest thing our defense is going to have to do.
Yep.
So if they get ready with Deshaun Watson, they'll be ready for anything.
I agree. Dual threat, and he's a little more accurate than I expected him to be in the NFL. He's going to be tough.
Oh, if he plays like he did last year, he'll be better than Russell Wilson.
Yeah, actually, more potential. I wonder how that knee is doing, though. Tyler, can he work with that?
I heard he's doing just fine.
Yeah.
I heard he's doing better. I heard he's getting better every day. And also, Andrew Luck went 16 out of 20 today, 5 touchdowns, 1 pick. And the other day, he only missed 3 passes. He went 19 out of 22 or something. Andrew Luck is on fire.
I heard it. There you go. The AFC South is going to be ridiculous this year.
Yeah.
Jags. I mean, God, wow. Well, 3 teams or so. Who's a 4th team in that division?
There's Jacksonville, Houston, Tennessee, and Indianapolis.
Yeah. Interesting. Tennessee's in the division. That could be the division.
Yeah, people keep saying, now Kyle said it himself. He said, I like to carry 2 running backs and a special teams guy to play the 3rd running back spot. Well, halfbacks. So I don't see Breida going nowhere.
No, he's not.
I definitely don't see Mckinnon going nowhere. So what happens if Williams plays really well? That's where the tough decision's going to have to come.
Joe Williams on special teams, though. Can you imagine? Interesting.
I don't know. Mostert is a special teams guy. And, Mostert fumbled in the game we played against the Rams.
No. But, nobody will get over that.
But I'm not saying, I'm ending on a good note. With him, they worked all offseason with Joe on protecting the ball, so I'm sure they did the same thing with Raheem. And, if they, everybody needs to give up on this dream, there will be no 3-headed monster. There will be a 2-headed monster. We will have 2 running backs that we use consistently. Somebody had McKinnon rushing for 920-something yards, and then have him Williams go for 300 and Breida going for 500. No, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry. McKinnon's going to get over 1,000, maybe 400-something receiving. I don't know, because we're going to be spreading the ball out.
Yeah.
And Matt Breida might have about 400 yards rushing. I don't know. It depends on how they want to use him.
Well, it seems like they're thinking about Matt Breida is going to be the workhorse as far as the runs go. And Jerick's going to do what Jerick does. We're going to have 2 OWs. From the way they're talking, it's going to be McKinnon and, wait for it, Kyler, Juszczyk is going to be doing they're going to be doing weird things to defenses while Matt Breida grinds out yards.
Sure, but I still think McKinnon's going to they said they brought him in to be the starting running back.
Yeah,
so I think he will be getting the majority of the carries.
Well, most likely.
But I think it'll be probably about 68 to 32 or whatever that is. 68% to 32. I probably
don't get tangled up in the math. But Tyler, we got to stop. It seems like all of a sudden I got a bunch of calls. But we appreciate you. I'm going to see you after the game, all right?
Definitely. And they're going to get Jimmy out there. Yeah. They better not let nobody touch him.
1 minute. He gets 1 minute.
He gets 1 minute? What?
I'm saying
that's how you get the series.
No, I don't want him out of the field long. You know what? I want the first play from scrimmage to be a shot downfield. Marquise Goodwin pulls it in, and good night, Jimmy and Marquise. Sit down.
That's the dream, but I want him out there. I want him out there for a series. I want to see him. I want to see him drive down and score a touchdown.
All right.
Then I'll be like, okay, he's still. I'm not doubting him, but I'm just like, okay, he still got it. That confirmation.
All right. I'll see you after the game. Maybe we'll see what happens. All right, Tyler. Have a good night.
Definitely.
Wait a minute.
Hey. CM Punk, cult personality, straight edge lifestyle. Bye, Punk.
Straight edge lifestyle. Hey, it's squeaky clean. Squeaky clean. Come on in here, man.
Ronbo, what's going on, man?
Oh, Squeaky, man. We're looking at all the possibilities coming up. We're looking at Aldrick Robinson went nuts today because they actually gave Marquise a little bit of time off today. You got Sheldon today. I got of the T brothers. You got Julian T messing people up, getting into the backfield, going through offensive linemen too quickly and easily, which is kind of worrisome actually. And we're ranked 14 going into the first preseason game. That's respect. For the first time in years, Squeaky
14
clean.
Is respectable.
It is in the middle of the pack. Don't put us down at 28 like they like to do every year for the last 3. 14,
yes,
I'll take it.
With the ability to climb. To climb up higher in the ranks. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. My issue, though, tonight, Ronbo, or my concern, is the O-line situation. Jonathan Cooper and I forget the other guy's name.
Cooper looked good today. There was one report on Cooper I really enjoyed. Coop looked good today.
Is that right?
Yeah, bad leg and all. That's a bad dude, though.
Okay, because what I'm hearing about McGlinchey, you know what I mean?
I know, that's worrisome.
You know, the situation at the right guard being shaky at the moment.
Yeah.
It makes me think about McKinnon. Like, is Jerick McKinnon a good pass blocker in the backfield?
Oh, yes. Hey, you know what? Watch some Viking games.
Because, you know, he was brought over there not only to be, you know, the primary ball handler coming out the backfield, but to also catch passes. So if he's going to have to stay in to help protect Jimmy G or whatever, how do you think that will affect, you know, the overall scheme of the offense?
No. You know what? Whether they're going to run an offense, it doesn't mean that he's going to be depending on McKinnon in that fashion. There'll be certain plays, of course. But you know what? Don't worry. Jerick McKinnon, remember, this is the dude that throws 225 pounds around like some people dribble a basketball. That boy is strong.
Right.
So if anybody comes running in there thinking he's going to run up on Jerick, well, that could be painful for him. So that is not a worry.
Well, I hope so. You know, it makes me wonder if maybe the last running back, that third running back, you know, a lot of people talking about how it may come down to Mostert's ability to play special teams. Well, what if it could come down to, you know, who's able to protect the quarterback better if that line is not, you know, up to par like we all hope it should be?
Yeah. No, McKinnon's no weakling. And besides, you know, the way Kyle runs his offense and Jimmy gets rid of that ball, I think that's people won't be so concerned with that after probably game one. You're not going to catch Jimmy standing back there at the ball. It's you'll see. If you look at remember the Atlanta Falcons, you see how fast they move that offense. Defensive lines didn't drop Matty Ice very often. They got him because when he hesitated, when he would freeze, like every now and then he would do. But ordinarily, you didn't get to Ice. So Jimmy's even faster.
Okay, that's what I want to hear. So you say you got a good report about Jonathan Cooper today?
Yeah, I was reading that. I said, I thought he was still ailing. Cooper did one play where he sealed off for the run, and also it was a pretty play the way I read it. I gotta go back and dig that up again. He looks like he's ready to go. I thought he was having a problem. Somebody said he was limping. You know how some reporters do. Jonathan Cooper had a noticeable limp. I said, oh, man.
Right.
From the report of that play.
And how about Joshua Garnett? What's going on with him?
Nobody knows.
Been spotted yet?
Yeah, Joshua's still out collecting other opinions about his knee. You know what? Jonathan better show up next week. I don't know what's going on with him, really.
I just want Jimmy G to be all right back there. You know, that's all. He just needs to be all right back there so he can slice and dice up all these defenses. I don't need him taking unnecessary hits. I just don't need it.
I got a feeling Jonathan Cooper's not going to be the spot. McGlinchey, yeah, there's need for concern to see how long and it takes him to adapt to the NFL speed. But he's getting the best of instruction. That's a big dude, Squeaky. If he gets it right, it's going to be hell getting around him. So I'm not worried about him, really. Not too long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I do have one more question for you. As far as the show, how are you going to be doing the show as far as when the season starts? Are you coming on after the games, or how's that going to work out?
During the game, I like to sit up, bring in my popcorn, and like be going through the game right along with everybody that's watching, right? And after the game, we come right on in with comments about the game. We do a rundown, a review, of what just happened. Last year, we was all holding each other up crying. This year, well, except for the last 5 or 6 games, as you know. And we was all jumping. Boy, we was partying. Man, we partied so hard at the end of last season. It was ridiculous, man.
We're
looking forward to doing that again, you know?
The party's going to be another party. A bigger party.
Man, that was fun.
It's going to be a real big Niner party.
Let's go get out of control.
Okay, so I'll see you Thursday night then. I'm going to tap in and see about how we did them Cowgirls.
See you then. And during the game, too, actually, because I'll be sitting up here watching along with everybody else. So, fam, be looking for you Thursday.
Okay.
All right. Squeak it clean.
All right, now, Ronbo, you have a good night.
All right, fam. You too. Yeah. Remember that, fam? Last 5 weeks of the season. We're sitting there before the game starts. It's the Jaguars! No! Oh! Oh! That's what you do the whole game. And every touchdown, that feeling. Oh my God! He just did that much. Jalen Ramsey just got smoked. Oh, 575 Artesia. Is that Artesia? Artesia, New Mexico. Hey, 575. What's up?
This call is being call recording off.
What's up, Ronbo? Finally.
What is your name?
Man, every time I try to call you, man, I gotta either hang up because there's like kids running around, a wife, and this and that, all kinds of distractions. So I finally, came outside, and finally I get you all to myself.
All right. Hey, what is your name?
My name is Caesar.
Caesar, man.
Yeah, Caesar.
Good. Yeah, Caesar, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Caesar, great to hear from you, man. And, since you're here, what's up, man? I mean, are you enjoying what's going on in the Red and Gold Empire?
I more than enjoy it. I love it. I'm loving this right now. I'm ready for football. I'm just ready. I'm just ready to see my boys out there. I had to tell you something real quick, man. I've been listening to you since the Jim Tom Sula days, man. And every time I would watch you, man, and man, you remind me of me, man. Just the pain and all these 3 years. Well, the last year wasn't too bad, because we made it competitive.
Yeah.
But
especially the last few weeks.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, but man. Like I said, I've been first time caller, so like I said, I've been watching you since the Jim Tom Sula days. So you feel my pain, and I feel your pain.
Yes, we have
but
suffered
all that
together.
is going to change.
Yes. Ah, man. Hey, you know what?
Hey, man, but damn, finally. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, since we've been through that pain, that's what makes it so sweet. Because now that we've done all that bleeding and laying up with, intravenous feedings, now all of a sudden we're out of the hospital and rolling. I'm telling you, man, Caesar, this is going to be a special season. Don't know how good it's going to be, but it's definitely going to be good.
Yes, I feel it too. I really do. I haven't felt like this since 2014, maybe 2013.
Yeah, 13.
So,
14 strange season.
Yes, sir. No, but I was hearing because I hear y'all. I hear you religiously, pretty much, man. My wife, she'd be tripping now because she'll be like, man, what's going on in there? I'll be in the restroom or wherever, hearing you, and she's like, what's going on in there? What's going on there? Yelling? And I'm like, oh, that's just Ronbo.
Hey,
man.
I do tend to get noisy, so yeah, I just can get too excited.
Hey, you remind me of me, man. I get wild, man. Whenever it's just me, the television, and my boys, and hey, nobody bother me, and I'm yelling up a storm, and man.
Yeah,
man, I was like, man, they're gonna call the mental institute on me. I'm about to be going buck wild over here.
And you haven't done a good enough job until your neighbor comes over and, hey, bro, man, I got my kids sleep over here, man, and blah blah blah. Could I get you to keep it down a little bit? You a 49er fan? No, man. I just you would understand, man. I can't do nothing no better, man. I tell you what, I'm gonna move next week, okay?
Hey, Ronbo, but this year is man, it's this season is gonna, like, I'm really into this season because I went to the draft. I went to the first day and second day.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got to see McClinchey and then Pettis, which I didn't even know nothing about Pettis.
Man.
And whenever I was in the building in Texas Stadium when we drafted Pettis, and I was like, who's this guy? What's going on? But now that I hear about, like, I've been hearing all the training camp, what he's been doing and everything, and I'm like, man, I'm kind of excited. Give Trent Taylor a break from the punt returns and all that. Trent's a little guy. he's a little guy, so I'm just keep him on the slots,
I was complaining about that last year. And they could have last year they could have let Bolden handle both duties too. I couldn't understand it. This year you got two guys. DJ Reed, he could bring that ball back too. He was number 1 or 2 as far as kick.
Oh yeah, that's right. Kansas State boy. Yeah.
Punts or kicks. So we got the 1 and 2. We got both guys in both the punt and kickoff return. So I'm saying, that's some special drafting, guys.
Yeah. But you know what? I was like, well, what are they doing? We got somewhat like a receiving court. I'm like, well, and then I started looking up his YouTube, and I didn't even know he was led the NCAA with the most punt returns last year. I think it was like 8 or something.
Pettis, yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir.
The dude is ridiculous.
So you know what? We did kind of struggle on that last year. Trent Taylor did kind of struggle a little bit. He'll get like a couple yards here and there, but he never had that. We never had that. That returner. They'll take it to the house.
Yeah, the guy, because Trent, even if he would have broke it, I don't know that he had the kind of speed that he wouldn't have got caught. But Dante will not get caught. I don't think Reed's going to get caught. And last year, Victor Bolden wouldn't have got caught either. But they'll use him on punt return. And, of course, the kicker would throw the ball into the outside of the end zone, and they couldn't return it anyway. I was always had a problem with that.
Yeah, he messed up on that. He messed up on one of them returns in that Indianapolis Colts game. He messed up on one of them. Remember, he fumbled the ball. He's trying to catch it. I
remember that.
Him and I think him and Matt Breda were trying to catch it at the same time. I was like, really? Well, I don't know whose fault it was or what, but yeah, I was kind of questioning that. And then plus two, Trent Taylor's a small guy. It's kind of scary seeing him. Seeing all those big linemen run after him.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
I didn't want guys coming out 100 miles an hour because you're coming downfield. Although they've changed the kickoff this year, I'm wondering how it's going to affect the game. First of all, they're bringing it a little closer, so they can't get that long running start. They made some changes. I don't know if that's going to make it safer for the return or not, but we'll see.
It's just going to be a lot of touchbacks. The way I see it, I think it's just going to be a lot of touchbacks. But I don't know. We'll see. But we'll see how it goes. But the thing that I'm kind of worried about, man, is that new helmet rule, man. I was watching that Ravens and that preseason game, and there were some calls where I'm like, wow, really? And then also too, it's 15 yards every time. That's going to be a game changer, man. That's going to be a game changer. I hope they do change this at least to a 5-yard penalty. 15 yards, man, that's just going to be a game changer, man.
It's going to be. But I tell you what, Scissor, what's going to end up happening too? They're going to look at it for the whole preseason. I think they're going to make some adjustments, but it could be different. But we got to stop here, though, Caesar. And I hope you can get away more often, man. Get on back. Be looking for you.
Hey, now that I talk to you, man, for sure, man. I have to get on the wagon before I get called. And, hey, this guy's just a bandwagon guy. No, I've been like I said, I've been checking you out to the Jim Tom Silver days. So,
and I believe you too. I do. All right, Caesar.
All right, Ronbo. It's good talking to you, brother, man. Have a good night.
Man. All right, you too.
All right, man. Right.
And it's Tony Montana. Tony. 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 Oh man, that's my favorite jam. Oh, Tony. Hey, Tony. Come on in, man.
What up, Big Ron?
Hey. Dude, I'm telling you, Tony, we got a big problem this year like we've not had in years. I got too many receivers, and we don't want to lose any of them. I tell you, though, Tony, they're going to put a couple of those guys on the mysterious 49ers IR. And I just want other teams to do that. There's nothing wrong with these players other than the fact that the 49ers don't want to get rid of them. Yes! But Lee,
that's
what's
the exciting
up?
thing, Ronbo. That's the exciting thing with the game only 2 days away against the Cowgirls, We're going to see a lot of those guys shout out to Mike for pointing it out earlier. I heard him yesterday too. We're going to see all those guys that are battling for positions, especially in the wide receiving corps. There's a lot of them. Ritchie James, I hope he makes it. These guys like Dunbar on the verge. I don't think Aldrick Robinson, like the other callers, I don't think he makes it. Remember, he's been around for a while now.
Yeah.
And I think they go with the younger guys, more potential.
Yeah. How much Aldrin? And what's Aldrin's salary too? Do you know that by any chance?
No, I don't know it off the top of my head. I don't know what Aldrick.
But he's not playing. On. But he's not playing for rookie cash. So it's actually a financial move as well if they did. So.
Yeah. He's had. I feel like he's had enough time, and he's never really shown he's that guy. So yeah, I'd go with these younger guys. So I'm hoping Richard James and them put their hand up in the preseason and lock down the spot. These obviously Dunbar and Burbridge. Burbridge does have that special teams ability, sort of like Mostert as well in the running back battle there with Joe Williams. I heard Brady and McKinnon have been the consistent ones, every day, but then every other day. Joe Williams turns up with a big run and quite often has the best run of the day, even though,
Isn't that amazing?
He's not being as consistent.
Yeah. But that breakaway, that one run, Joe will give that to you.
Yeah.
If I'm watching
he could be that big play guy that we go to every now and then.
Yeah. But, running backs have to develop a rhythm during the course of a game, right? He can't just come in all of a sudden and do that. You still need to get a few runs, a few hits, be able to read that line to see how they move. And, there's a lot of things to know before you can make that run. So, we'll see.
Yeah, that's the exciting thing, too, because, we got our offensive line. The run blocking wise should be better this year.
Oh.
So it should open up those lanes for our running backs. And
that's better.
I think they're going to have a big year. I think Tyler was saying he thought Brady was going to have like 300 or 400 yards. I think it was a bit more than that. He pretty much had that this year,
I think so.
I think he did that last year, carries
right?
Now that Hyde's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he had around 300 or something yards. So I think he's going to have a much improved year with Hyde not there. I think he's going to be a guy that's going to do a lot of the running because McKinnon is known for his receiving. Yeah, he's one of the best in the league as a receiving running back. So, I think he's going to get a lot of chances this year.
And you probably save him. He probably lasts a little longer if you got him flying around in open space than giving him from snap from center. I'd do that anyway, just for that reason. Plus, it's going to drive the DCs crazy. That's what I like. Oh, God. Look where Juszczyk is, and look where McKinnon's lining up. All right, hey, call timeout. I can see that happening a lot.
Yeah. Well, you could even have them both on the field at the same time, Ronbo,
absolutely.
McKinnon's also shown he's a good run blocker as well,
Mm-hmm.
So, there's so many things you could do with them. Obviously, too, we've got the linebacking there. We've got the rookie Fred Warner.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to see him in the preseason. And, so that's going to be good. And with Malcolm Smith back today, Ronbo?
Yeah, he's back. He was out of practice today.
Yeah, yes.
I don't know if Fred's
So
going to
that'll be good too for
Thursday night very long. They say his chest is getting better. I don't know what they mean by that. And I don't even know how much damage did he sustain in the first place is what I want to know. How bad was it?
Yeah. Was that from the hit that he did, I think, on was it Juszczyk?
See, he was hurt before he laid Juszczyk out. This is what I don't get. He was wearing the blue, whatever indication you wear to let everybody know you're not full contact or something like that. So I don't understand what he's doing on the field then. And I understand that he just went to protect himself or something. As Juszczyk made the play, he went down and killed Juszczyk. Jesus Christ. I thought he was hurt.
I heard, I don't think it'll be a major thing. I think obviously it might just be a precautionary. I heard Reuben Foster had a hit on McKinnon. He's doing a few on McKinnon lately.
Yeah.
But apparently he's not going 100% on them, obviously, because they're not wanting to hurt each other. But apparently he's been getting McKinnon quite a lot of times.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited about all that. And I'm excited for the season. And just before I go, Ronbo, I just want to thank for everything you did. Shout out to everyone that called in today and over the preseason and with the guys in the Nighthawk fan club. Thanks, Ronbo.
Hey, Lee, appreciate you, fam. Talk to you later then.
Peace.
Hey. There's Lee from New Z. And also, I forgot it. Aldrick Robinson is due $1.65 million this year. And I don't think Joe Williams is, or should I say wide receivers. Yeah, we don't have a wide receiver. Wait a minute. We may have. Some of those rookies signed bigger contracts than that, didn't they? I don't know. I don't know, but I wish I did. All right. And let's see. It's the 49er we have not seen in a long time that you love to hate. Fam, what's up?
What's up, Ronbo? I made the show, huh?
Yeah,
pretty
good
quick.
to see you again.
How you doing?
Doing great, man. You know, looking at this camp and thinking about Jimmy G getting the practice we wish he would have got before he started last year. All of it's coming together looking exactly like we expected it would. Yes!
It's perfect. It's perfect. And I appreciate it, too.
Fam, you got the TV going, or is because your speakers are picking it up?
I'm outside. I'm on my AirPods. This is my first time using the AirPods, so you probably pick up everything. Sorry about that.
Okay. All right. But we can still hear you, though. Go ahead.
I'm just calling in. I didn't really get a chance to catch the first part of the show. I was a little busy. So what's going on? What's the topic?
Well, tonight Aldrick Robinson came out guns blazing, and Marquise must have been taking a break. Jimmy was looking for him every time he looked around. Aldrick had a 70-yard touchdown. 65 yards of it was in the air. He had a couple of more, too. It was Aldrick Robinson show today on offense, and amongst others that do normally what they do. Jerick, Mckinnon, of course, Matt Brady, and all the rest of the guys had good days. And on defense, Julian Taylor, Sheldon Day, looking good. Yeah.
Sheldon Day has always looked good to me. It's the other guy that's stepping up. And wouldn't you agree that this is starting to get complicated with the wide receiver situation?
Extremely.
With the emergence of Aaron Burbridge, and then
him too.
You said Aldrick Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. And
it's a log
Aldrick
jam.
Robinson's been everywhere Kyle Shanahan has gone, so
I know.
he has the advantage pretty much over everybody.
That's what people are saying. Aldrick is probably the older guy. They're going to want to get rid of him for this reason and that reason. But I'm saying, Kyle may have some kind of attachment to him too. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Just like Bobby Turner. There's an attachment there, and they're comfortable. But I'm like, who do we get rid of though? Like I know we have the IR, the mysterious IR that we put players on that we don't want to get rid of, but it's like, who do you actually keep? Because I know that they're going to have to keep at least 6 receivers.
Yeah.
And don't we have like 8 or 9 that? Yeah, probably like 9.
Easily, fam, look here. You got Ritchie James. You can't put Ritchie James on the practice squad. You got also.
Get picked up.
You got Stephen Dunbar that's looking very good, better than I think most people know. Max McCaffrey is playing lights out. You gonna get rid of Max? It's crazy. Burbridge is in that mix.
I can live with him leaving.
And probably he will, and these guys are doing a good job now, and it's auditioning for another team. Cal's already said there's going to be some good players. He's getting us ready for that cut that he's going to make, and everybody's going to say, oh, man, damn. But we got to get ready for old man damn. It's going to happen. Oh. God.
Well, whatever we decide to do, I know that our team is still going to be good. Our offense is still going to roll. But it's like some of our favorite players that we're rooting for, they're going to get cut.
Yep.
It's a shame, but this is a good problem to have, definitely. Even on the defensive line, I think there's a logjam on the line. And even speaking of cornerback, people are down on our secondary. I don't really see it as a problem. It could definitely be better, but it's like, who do you cut from the secondary? Because I forgot I was just thinking about this the other day. We still have Tavares and McFadden.
I'll tell you, that's the toughest. That running. You know what? We got 3 groups: running backs, wide receivers, and corners. Tyvis Powell is looking better than he should.
And the D-line, it's packed.
D-line. Yep, Ronnie Blair's. If I was going to put anybody on the bubble, it might be him. Ah, it's rough. Real rough.
What's the guy's name again? It's Julian. I think it's
Julian Taylor.
Indiana.
Julian Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah, from Temple.
I've heard high praise from him, and it's like, is Eric Armstead in trouble?
Yeah. If Eric better go out and get that hamstring, get an artificial hamstring or something. If Julian Taylor lights it up in preseason, I don't know what's going to happen to Eric. They'll keep him.
Yeah.
But his job
I don't know, man.
and contract renewal.
Exactly. I wanted to keep him, man, but the people are stepping up. There's only so many chances we can get. And the only thing why we're holding on to him is because he's a first rounder, and he does have that potential.
Yep.
But can't live off of that.
Because if you're going to get rid of Eric, you need to trade or get something for him. Now, that'll be probably what ends up happening there. He's not going to just get cut. So, well.
Yeah. But I just want to tap in, Ronbo, and get back in the feel of things. My daughter's gone now. She's back in California. I took her back. And now I can, have a little bit more time.
All right.
So, I'll call back in on Thursday, and my prediction for that game would be 49ers, I'll say 27-13.
27-13? Yeah. Sounds about right. All right, fam. I'll be looking for you. I'm going to write the score down. Remember that, too. All right, fam. Talk to you later.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good night.
There he is. I don't know why he calls himself the Niner you love to hate. I mean, I kind of like him. Oh! Kiki, do you love me? Hey, Brian! What's up?
Hey, Ronbo, how are you?
Hey, tell you what, I'm feeling real good. It's preseason, and we can feel good for the rest of the month. We don't have to get nervous until opening night. Yes, it's a party time.
So, okay, can I have your prediction for the Cowboy game? Because every game's a Niner game, but we do have to title of,
I like the, although he said 27-13, I see this game being 27-7, and that's because somebody missed an assignment. I do see the defense being a lot more efficient, and, of course, the 49er offense is going to keep the ball on the field all evening. We'll see. I got 27-7. What do you got?
27-7? You think they only get a touchdown?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
And maybe two field goals. They don't got a quarterback. Who's going to throw the ball?
Preseason's one of those things, it's like the scores really don't matter. But, certain players seem to always score. Like last year when we played against the Chiefs, Alex Smith just came out and just gutted us right at the beginning, but we won the game. And, I think maybe he exposed his hand to the NFL, how he was going to play the rest of the league, because it was like he had his tight end and that wide receiver, and that was it. But
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill. That was it, So once he come out and showed everybody how he could take apart us really quickly, I think they figured out that was his gimmick.
He got Richard Robinson in trouble that night, too, didn't he? Wow. That was that was the beginning of the end for Richard right there.
Oh, good riddance. Ooh, my score, I think, because it's a home game and it's first preseason, and everybody's going to be juiced about it, and I think Jimmy will score on his only drive.
Yeah.
And then I think CK is going to light it up. And then Robbie Gould might get a couple field goals in, right? So I was going to say 34.
They got another guy. Don't we have two kickers?
Yeah.
Yeah, Robbie's not going to be out there all night.
I know Pinyon's a kicker, and he does the kickoffs. I'm going to have to – they always bring in another camp kicker. But Robbie Gould isn't getting cut or anything like that. They
There's
have
not
camp
a chance.
Kicker,
not a chance. But who's a third kicker in camp?
I'm going to have to get back to you on that because I don't have his name right now. I'll look that up, but I don't know right now. I've been interested in the wide receivers, so I've been looking at them.
Yeah,
I've been interested in a couple other players, but I'll get back to you with
That's okay. I can find it. It was just off the top of my head. I was just thinking, wait a minute, we got a third kicker somewhere. Who is he? But I'll get it. But what do you think about our wide receivers?
I don't. Okay, so what I wanted to say was the 34-17 was my Cowboy prediction. We're going to win. 34. Right. And then with our wide receivers, we have 10 right now that I know of. And Aldrick Robinson was he signed for like 2 years, $4 million. So Aldrick Robinson actually might make the team. He really might. And if he's only due like 1.6, something like that this year, they could drop a couple of these guys because, like you said, Kyle Shanahan said we would have a lot of good players leaving this year. But I think we're going to keep 7 wide receivers. I think we're going to keep 7.
Yeah, it would be nice.
I see that being a solid number because if somebody like Pierre goes down because of a neck injury or just something that, Marquise Goodwin, I like the guy too, but doesn't he have concussion problems?
Well, you know what? When you say concussion problems, it's not currently bothering him. But if you're adding up how many concussions he sustained, it does sound scary. So, and these are things that are going to bother him later in life.
Once you start getting concussions, though, they start continuing to happen after big hits or regular hits.
That I'm not sure about. You mean you become more? It's easier to sustain. Could be. I'm not. I don't know about that, Brian. Is that right?
And then what was our linebacker who kept having
Eric Reed?
Or no, not Eric Reed. 2-3 years ago, the guy who just abruptly retired on us. I lose people's
Chris
names.
Borland.
Borland.
Yeah.
I think he retired too because he had a couple concussions right in a row.
Yeah, I wanted to. What does that feel like? Do you start having headaches on a regular basis or something? I wonder what that is that would scare. Because a lot of these guys play. I mean, think about Steve Young. Steve Young was the concussion king. Steve would play during the game and have a concussion.
Some of the older quarterbacks played with a lot of concussions, like Elway, Young, Marino. They played with concussions,
sure.
And they walked off of the sideline, and they didn't say they were fuzzy or anything like that, or the coach looked down, oh, you're okay, and could go back in.
Yeah.
So that brings up my next thing that I wanted to ask you for tonight: the helmet rule. Do you think it's going to hold back good defenses this year?
Yeah, it's definitely going to water things down. It's going to dilute the effort a little bit, but. Somebody said the players got to play their game. Just pay attention to technique. You can't go out there being afraid to make a hit because you're worried about the helmet rule. So it's going to cause a lot of problems. They're going to make some adjustments on that, Brian. From what I understand, through the preseason, take a look, maybe review things a little bit, and then maybe make some alterations in the rule a little bit. So it's experiment time during preseason.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be good for the NFL. I think they're trying to eliminate concussions. I think that's why they're, I mentioned it to you before. I think they're trying to get rid of the kicking game in football. Maybe not, the extra point, but they're definitely trying to get rid of the kickoff because that's, they're saying, is the most dangerous part of the game. That one play where everybody's running like 1,000,000 miles an hour. So,
actually, it is. You can get it.
I think it's the most exciting part because you got that one moment where that 1 second left in the game, they can score and win, and anything can happen. Or even your team can pick up the ball, and get a fumble and score and win. So I like it. I'm not really for the change in sports for us.
It's a violent
football
game. Right. When you start
I like it being violent.
Yeah. Otherwise,
I like
flag
it being
football.
violent. And I don't. Exactly. And that's what they're turning it into. They're turning it into like flag football because the more and more you give the quarterbacks the cushion around them where, you can't hit them anymore. After Tom Brady got hit, then they come out with the leg injury and it's just this is not how it's supposed to be. Good quarterbacks get hit, they get hurt, they get taken out of the game. And then other teams, they either recover from it, because if you go back and look at some of our records and stuff like that, Joe Montana got hurt, but we still won some games with some of our backups. And then there was a couple games where we're like, no, we need Joe back. But
and we thought we did, though, Brian. But, Brian, we got to stop. And let me look for you after the game.
Thanks for having me on. And, I hope we win this game. And the last thing I wanted to ask you is, are you going to be doing, like, the live play-by-play thing for the
Oh, God,
the
yes. In your
game?
face, at your place. I can't not do it. It's like a disease.
Good, because I turned my TV down and we listened to you even you're a couple seconds behind, but we'd rather listen to you than Chris Collinsworth or one of those other, Tony Romo or anybody like that. So,
well,
all right,
thanks,
Ronbo,
Brian.
thank you for having me on, and go Niners. You guys have a good night.
Be looking for you Thursday. All right, Brian. Have a good night. Hey, good night to the Gulf family, Tony. Yeah, I got some words from her a little while ago. She said something there. Oh, Lisa had it. Yeah, Lisa wanted to say hi to MC Niner. That was right. All right, Brian. Oh, and Jesus is my King, 777 says. Jesus. He says, my wife has a special request. She wants to know if you will stand up. She wants to know if the rumor is true. I can tell you this much, though. If you guys watch Brick by Brick tonight, as Marquise Goodwin says, black people are allergic to grass. I'm not allergic to grass. I'm going to stand up eventually. I just feel like we can go ahead and get this straight. Let's go. Jesus, my King. Hilarious. Thanks, Jesus, my King. Listen, hey! Joey Mahoney, yeah, dum-de-doo-ah. Ooh, yeah. Joey Mahoney. Oh, Joey! I got to come up with a song for Sheik. He's getting mad at us. Joey! Where's the part? Should I do it for him?
We never been a nation. Don't confuse.
That's right.
Empire, get with the movement. Look,
Look at it.
I don't care if we winning or losing. I was born into it. So I went everywhere and let them know.
Joy.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
My
We're
man.
more than a nation. We're Empire.
Not a plane.
Ooh.
We're
Yeah,
Empire.
I do that.
What it do? Talk to me.
Hey, man, I tell you, man, we're having a problem we haven't had in a long time. We got people we got to get rid of. Nobody wants to see them go. We want a 90-man roster, Joey. We can't throw nobody away. No.
Yeah, I know, right? We got to get that baseball roster.
I know, right?
Or a couple of them at least.
Yeah, man. Because we're worried about injuries. We need a larger. The NFL needs to talk about that, though. It needs to be expanded at least to 60 players. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really, come on.
That'd be nice.
It's too tight. And that's not a big deal, 7 more guys. Comes in handy. It would improve the quality because if you got good guys a little deeper, can go deeper into your stock, it doesn't have those games at the end of the season where, well, the 49ers probably would have did better, but they had key injuries to this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. I don't want to hear that ever! So, we'll survive.
What are you thinking?
Yeah. I'm thinking, I have no idea who's going to cut on offense. Aldrick Robinson put on another show today. That's the first time he's done that all preseason, so he can't make. One hot day does not a summer make. And then, of course, you look at the cornerbacks and wide receivers. It's a real scary thing with the running backs. God, those are deep units and good talent. Huh.
Yeah, but I still don't. Go ahead. Finish.
No, I was thinking about the the guy, the running back, McNichols. Yeah, you know what? He is good. I remember he's good. And he's in that mix. Damn. He's gone.
I still want to see Joe Williams. If he don't fumble, man. As long as the damn guy don't fumble, man.
No doubt
I like
about
him,
it.
man. I like him. That's the one knock on him, though. The fumbling. God.
He hasn't fumbled yet.
Hold on to that damn ball, man.
He's got one fumble so far. We'll see in the preseason, but he's got one fumble so far. If Joe goes through the whole preseason without fumbling, tell you, Joey, Mostert could be in trouble. I like
Man,
Mostert,
if he don't fumble, if he don't fumble, though, I mean, I know Tyler said that it was going to be 2 backs set, but if he don't fumble, you might see 3, dude. I'm just telling you, you might see 3. He might be that. The thing with me is who's going to be that goal line guy, right? I mean, Jimmy G can't throw the damn ball every time in the end zone.
Well, he
At
shouldn't
some
have
point,
to. Yeah.
Exactly. But my point is that at some point, you're going to have to hand the ball to somebody at the 1 yard line, the inch line, fourth and inches, third and inches. Who's going to pick up that gotta have it yard? Gotta be somebody. Who's it going to be?
They might use Juice for that. And you know what? Be ready. Jerick Mckinnon that's a strong little dude, man. So they probably, and the 49ers, as Kyle says, I'm not running anybody without blockers. So, those guys might be just small enough so guys like Joe Staley can pick him up and carry him into the end zone like they did to Carlos last year. Grab his pants! Just knocking dudes out of the way and carry him in. That was great.
Just put one of them big 300-pound linemen in the backfield. Let them run it.
Wouldn't that be something, man?
Just stop them.
God, Jesus Christ. It's no eligibility, though.
You want to know what my favorite play when Harbaugh was our coach? You want to know what my favorite play was?
The pass to Joe Staley?
The pass to, it wasn't Joe Staley or Sapa Waga or whatever his name was? There was one where he had it, too.
We had two guys to that, yeah. See, because he could run anyway, though. And didn't the Seahawks make him into a fullback? Or he became an offensive player for them.
I don't think he did. Did he? Offense? Maybe lineman.
No, we lost. So. We lost one of our Polynesian players.
No. You're thinking of Mike. No, you're thinking of Michael Robinson, our fullback. That's who we lost.
No. Which one of our Polynesian players was that? I thought it was Saponga.
Maybe. I don't know.
I gotta go back and look. Look for the 2014, 2013 season. He may have been playing defense, but they did use him on offense a few times. I remember a few plays. He came crashing up. I says, man, this ain't right, man. I says, come on, man. You guys took Tukafu. Yeah. He didn't play No, he didn't play defense, did he?
Okay. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
He did, right? They ran him.
Tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a nose tackle.
Yeah.
But they played him. You know how sometimes Harbaugh like to have that big lineman as a fullback, or like a third. They'd have like a third guy in the backfield just for blocking.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did a lot. He did a lot of that
because he was big and athletic. And then he went to the Hawks, and they used him all the time against us. I said, "Oh man, this ain't right."
Yeah.
Anyway.
We have so many Niner players. It's ridiculous, dude. Just like the Raiders.
Yeah.
I don't know who has more. I don't know the Niners or the Raiders or the
Raiders.
Who has more than Niners? Man?
Raiders. Raiders been doing this for years and years and years. Actually, they both have, but the Raiders seem to do it. They simply sit and wait. Okay, see if the 49ers cut. They cut. Just get him. Just get him. Well, see, he's not that good. Get him. Yes. So yeah. That's all right.
Did it piss you off as much as it pissed me off when Jerry Rice went over there? Oh man,
at least.
Oh man, I was like, what the hell, dude?
He could have went anywhere. Why with them? God, they made all kind of reservations for him, and then they went to the Super Bowl. I said, oh man, God, that sucks. Tuck rule.
It is what it is. What's the tuck rule? That was so funny. my coworker still won't get over that damn fumble, man. I said, get over it, man. Come on. We in 2018 now. Get over it.
It's gonna happen to anybody having the Raiders. I'm okay with that.
Man, he said, man, you know that didn't happen. There would be no Tom Brady. I said, man, he won like 3 straight. Get out of it.
Hey, you know what though? What are you gonna do? You got like Earl Mitchell. I'm watching Shell today light it up. DJ Jones is probably as good as Earl as well. There's some more money savings right there. So
I don't think Earl Mitchell makes the team, Ronbo. I think he might be one of the first cut. Actually, I like him. I've always liked him.
Yeah.
I mean, not always. I mean, I liked him last year a little bit, and then I thought that he would do good, just do his job. Like I thought he would do his job at nothing else, just do your job. And then
he didn't.
It just a lot. He didn't. He couldn't even do that. And I was like, damn. He's not even in the game, and we just spent $36 million on this guy. Like, that's just kind of a waste. Like, damn.
But Joey, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm looking for you after the game, during the game, man. I tell you what, it's gonna be good times. Rolling back again, 49er football is back.
Man.
See you then.
You know you're gonna be on my phone, Ronbo. I'll be there. I'll say hi before the game starts.
All right.
Let me give you a score. Let me give you a score real quick. I'm gonna.
Yeah. Give me that score.
I'm gonna say 27 to.
We
13.
all like 27. I like 27.
Okay. You know what? I change it then. If everyone else is taking 27, I'll go a little higher then. I'll go 30. I'll throw in an extra field goal. I'll even 30 to 13. 30 to 13.
30 to 13. That sounds right too.
Yes,
it
sir.
does. Yeah. All right.
Yes, sir.
So he's got 30-13. Niners.
With the pick six. We're gonna have.
Who's gonna do that?
Who's gonna do it?
Who's the pick six? Is that Tavares Moore?
I'm gonna say Ruben. Ruben gonna get it.
Ruben's not gonna be.
I'm gonna say Ruben.
Hey, maybe Ruben's gonna work.
Ruben's on the field. I think Ruben gonna get it. We watch Ruben. Remember last year he kept getting so close for those interceptions.
I know, right off the hand, right off the fingertips. Yeah.
Yeah, right off the hand. Every time, like, yeah, he was getting so mad. I think he gets one first series.
No, because they're gonna work him hard. You know, because they're gonna work him hard during preseason due to the fact that he's gonna miss 2 games. They're gonna try to get him in peak condition. I just don't bring Ruben off that field in the blue tent. Don't do it. That's the only thing that's gonna bother me. Because, man, all right.
We need to stay injury free, man. That's the one thing that I think everybody wants is get away from those injuries so that we can have this great season that we all want to have.
It should have been better than last year. All right, Joey. I want to see you Thursday, fam.
All right, buddy.
Hey.
Thank you, buddy. Hey, man. You have a great night, bro. You have
too.
a wonderful night. Thank you. All right, buddy.
And it's Bilo 82. There's no right. It's just Bilo 82. Let's go ahead. And it's Billy Kiosa says, hey, our D is going to be lit this year. Buckner and Foster will fight for DPOY. They're going to call it Buckner Depoy. Joseph Vega says, what up? Can I get a Niners? I'm starting to do that all the time now. Even when I'm not doing this, people are starting to get wondering about me. You got any insanity in your family? And Big Heck can't wait to see CJ's progression. I so agree. And William Roberts can't wait for the Niner offense to show out with a lot of scoring. Got a feeling going to be a high-scoring team. We can't stop Kyle Shanahan, man. Big Heck, someone start a petition for Ronbo to get to announce that preseason game. I'll pull up on DJ Reed. Thanks, man. He says, Theo Romo says, what's up? You know, Theo Romo. Oh, I'm thinking about, yeah. He said, what up, Ronbo? How's life, fam? Yeah. You know what you remind me of that name? That could be Jimmy G's name. Remember Rico Suave? That's Jimmy G. Since he's such a player. Dale, ale, Rico Suave. Jimmy's new name. I've got it. Okay. Creole St. Croix says, our wide receivers are sweet. Taylor and Goodwin will get separation, and Pettis is sneaky fast. Not to mention that boy's separation is off the hook. And William Roberts, let's prove the 49er haters wrong. Yes. And Jaime Alazaga says, it's Ronbo time. More ritmo. Boom. He says, till I die, much love. Niner Empire. Hey, Think Tank on 3. Hey, guys, I predict Cowboys 6, Niners 39. Kiki, do you love me? Wait. Okay. Why did I do that wrong? What? Razor.
Statement.
What's up?
Yo, Ronbo.
Hey, hola, vato.
Oye, chico.
Hey.
Hey, Tyler, stop wearing jerseys, eh?
Maybe. You know, we sent in El Familia. We checked him out the other day, man. And I think we checked out his house pretty good. We only found a couple of jerseys, but shh, keep it down on the down low. Razor, I'm serious, man. I am worried about that dude's collection of jerseys. So you really, Tyler's got to.
He better take off that Shanahan, whatever he has, and he better get a Aaron Donald. Well, actually, I think he might have one ready because Aaron Donald's still on holdout. So.
Aaron Donald, man, I tell you, I love it, man. And this is like him and Khalil Mack. I really wonder how long they're going to last because these boys are serious.
Yeah, I think Mack gets traded, and I think Donald signs before the regular season. I don't see Donald leaving or anything, but I think Mack is. I think because they got Arden Key. And
Arden Key.
Yeah, they got Arden Key and Gruden. What happened?
I mean, is Arden Key? Man, I'd be afraid to make that deal because I'm thinking I'm covering my bases because I got Arden Key. He ain't Khalil Mack. Never was.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, he has potential, but he just has some concerns, some off the field concerns, or whatever it is.
Well, that's their problem. I love it. I hope it gets worse. I like it. Rudy! Rudy!
Is he on here?
Huh? No.
Is he on here? Oh, I was going on him.
That Bob also, he's taking the day off.
I can roast him so bad right now, but I don't like talking about Rams right now. I want to talk about football because we're 2 days away.
I know.
And I was going to call today, but I wasn't sure if you're going on tomorrow or not. So I'll
No, we're not doing it tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so I would expect a lot of plays from Jimmy in
the first quarter. Razor?
Yeah,
Razor's about to say he's not going to expect a lot of plays from Jimmy in the first quarter. I bet you. Razor?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I agree.
It's only be one series. That's it. Nothing else. So nobody better be disappointed or whatever.
I know. I'm and in fact, if they had it my way, he wouldn't even play one series. This is pointless. Let that second string we got. They play some exciting football. I can see right now, Razor. Let Bourne, Pettis, Ritchie James, CJ, who's in running backs? You got about 3 guys you can use for running back. Oh, our starters don't need to play. But they're going to say, oh, come on, coach. Let's have just one run. So, you know.
Yeah, so it'll be one series of the first string offense. I think Breda will get a lot of playing time. And Joe Williams for sure. I do want to see Tavares McFadden. I think he gets a pick in this game. I think he'll play a lot. The first 2 games and the 4th game are the ones that the backups play the most. The third game is when the first stringers play like to the halftime.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna play a lot of the backups the first, second, and 4th game of the preseason. So I really want to see McFadden. I think he'll do pretty good. Yeah, I'm not really worried about if we win or not. I mean, it's just preseason.
You just want to see who looks like what. I'm looking at the depth chart. I'm looking at Pace Murphy, Terrell Williams Jr. I want to see more of him, and Mike Person. I've seen enough of him. J.P. Flynn. Hey, and Chris Gonzalez. I wonder what he looks like and why the 49ers call him. Is he? Have you seen any tape on him or anything?
Probably because he's a local kid. He's from San Jose State University.
That's why. All right. And then Alan Knott, Weston Richard, Eric Magnuson. I already know what he can do.
Actually, Ronbo, I think I know why they signed him.
Like him.
2 reasons. I think 1, he's from San Jose State. Second, he was with the Vikings. And who do we play week 1?
I forgot. It's time to pull off covert missions. They get Chris over. They probably called him before they brought him over. Chris, how much do you know about your defense? I can tell you all you need to know, man. All right, you're on. Oh, awesome, man.
Yeah, I think we got him for that. It's just probably a body and find out what the new scheme is, because they have a new coordinator, so they're running something else different from last year, and they have Kirk Cousins too.
Yeah, he could make, because I know Chris. He was there long enough to get. He's got a lot of observations he can make, and some tips. I mean,
yeah.
Pete Carroll did it to us every year, so why not? He's going to pick up some of our guys this year too. I hope Shanahan knows though. Don't be giving up too much information just yet.
Yeah. Yes, I think it's because of that. But to anybody else worrying about if we beat Dallas or whoever, I mean, don't be worried about it. I mean, it's just preseason. To see what our backers can do. And I don't want nobody coming on here like being trolls or Rudy or whatever saying, "Oh, you guys suck." It's just preseason. I mean, it don't mean shit.
This person, they don't know anything about the game. Some of the best teams in the league lose every preseason game anyway. They're only looking at players anyway. It's an exhibition. It's not meant to win. If you do, good, but if not, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. And for anybody thinking that Seattle's going to not sweep us, if anybody's thinking that Seattle's going to split with us 1-1 this year, you're crazy.
There's no excuse for that.
Crazy.
Really? I mean, Russell Wilson.
They're not gonna beat us once. We had them last year without Garoppolo. We had them with Brian Hoyer, who couldn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna beat us this year.
And he lost that all-star defense. Well, how are they gonna stop the 49ers? This is why I said, what do I? And I can't wait till that Kansas City game. I know I'm right on this. I said, you know what? Kansas City's got a good team, but you know Patrick Mahomes is not ready for prime time. They got rid of Alex Smith a year early. I can't wait. Oh, I'm looking forward to that game.
Oh, just reminding me. Speaking of KC, can you please get your brother on here before that game and and debate him?
I really should get Kenny's. He's still it's Keith. Keith is Minnesota. Yeah. You know what? I'll see if I can find him to get him to come on, because he probably won't come on. But if I can talk him into it, I'll get him, because I can hear him now, dude. He says he likes to talk about Kansas City's history and Hank Stram and the Kansas City Chiefs back then, where they were like good. I says, hey, Kenny, man, you get on me about the 5 rings. You gonna tell me about Hank Stram and the Kansas City Chiefs? Must be kidding.
360.
No,
even I know what that is.
You gotta look all the way back that far to see Kansas City was the last time they were dominant. You gotta go back to that far in that history. It's like Rudy calling back. Rudy goes back into when the Rams were with Cleveland. What is that? What?
Oh my God, Ronbo. He embarrassed himself in that last night. He was saying, "Oh, we were the first this, we were first that," but none of that equals to Lombardi. So I don't get why he's saying all those points he was making. Like he digs to the bottom of the barrel. Like he went as low as saying Jerome Bettis was a Rams Hall of Famer. I mean, no, he's not. He's Pittsburgh. He hates the Rams.
You got to do that when you have nothing else to talk about. I mean, look how many years the Rams came up dry or came up short until they went to St. Louis and all of a sudden became a good team.
Rumble. And then he said, our uniforms don't match. I'm like, motherfucker, your fucking helmets don't match. They're white and you guys' jerseys are gold and blue, like gold stripes, whatever.
How do our uniforms not match? I don't understand. Color-wise, coordination, Jim? What is Rudy, the fashion police? He's Mr. Blackwell. You can run and fashion tickets. 49ers, you guys, this is not color coordinated. I can give you a ticket.
There's a few loose bolts up in there.
We will see. Well, Ray's, I tell you what, fam. Thursday, man, we're going to get together and talk about who stars, because we're going to have some standout stars in that game. I'm calling right now. I know Pettis is going to be ridiculously good. Wait. Pettis is going to be ridiculously good. Kendrick Bourne's going to come up huge. CJ's going to go buck wild with the long ball. Who else is going to dominate? Running backs, look out, man. I think, wow. Joe Williams is going to go buck wild. And McNichols. You know, it's going to be a good game. Brazier, Give me that outro though, Razor. Huh?
Yeah, real quick. Can I get a few predictions real quick?
Yeah.
So I agree with you, Joe. I think Joe Williams will have a good game.
Yeah.
I think McFadden will have a pick, and I think Fred Warner will have a fumble return.
I like that.
I think.
How about Jeremy
Fred
McNichols?
No, I don't think that. I don't think he's gonna do anything.
Not do anything.
But I do. But I think Warner is gonna have a lot of tackles, and he's gonna earn a spot, a starting spot, in my opinion, by week 1.
Ooh, and he might anyway. Because
if you, real quick, if he trucks Juice, if that's true, he's starting Ronbo. I mean, Eli Harold hasn't done shit. You don't hear anything about him doing anything in camp. I haven't heard one good thing about him. All I hear is, oh, he says the edge. Okay, but are you getting to the quarterback? Nope.
And he weighs 10. I think he weighs 10 pounds less than Juice. And there's Juice laying on the ground, not moving for 3 minutes.
Yeah, and he was supposed to not. He was supposed to have contact that day, and he's not scared.
All right, Razor.
All right, I'm out.
All right, fam. Talk to you later. Yeah, don't forget. Right. Go ahead. We're waiting for it. All right, run the roll.
Same old Rams. Same old sorry-ass Rams. So long. It embarrassed the city, embarrassed us. Oh! Not go home! You talk about a one team having a stranglehold over the other. San Francisco 49ers have beaten the Rams 17 straight times. Last time the Rams won at all against the Niners.
Go Niners.
Third Razor! My man, Razor. Oh man. Okay, hey, you know what? We're gonna take tomorrow off since we're getting on everybody's nerves, and anybody that's not a 49er fan, people around, they're saying, you guys are awfully noisy. To Mike the Hitman Hart. Oh, Mike's on. Hey, I know we also made one more body on the phone. He hails from Florida Seminole country. He goes 335 pounds, runs a 4.40. Has a bench press of over 500 pounds for reps. He is Mike the Hitman Hart. Mike, come on in here, man. Did we lose Mike? Mikey, wake up, Mikey. Freddie could be in the neighborhood. Ooh, Freddie might already have Mike. Hey, Brian Culp says, I just found Jeff Locke as a punter according to ESPN roster. Okay, and I've seen his name too. Tongan Man 78, what's up, Tongan Man? Hey, Jeff Locke, is that the Cowboys? Wait a minute, is that our kicker? Hey, as a matter of fact, does anybody know offhand who is the Cowboys' second-string quarterback? Because Dak is not scary. He's having some problems. I don't know what they could be. Zeke's back. What's the problem? He needed Zeke. He needed an offensive line. His first year, he was straight money because he had Zeke and he had an offensive line, the best in the league. They're back now. Why is he looking bad? I don't get it. Shake, Solomon Train, we rolling with the firing. What? With the firing. Okay. Six Morning Jackson says, go home, lambs! Go home! Hey, did you guys time Rudy out early today? Rudy, I love when you get timed out. Wait, there he is. Golf owns the Santa Clara Empire. He says, that's NFL history. You have to respect that. And I'm sure you can appreciate the Rams were the first NFL franchise to play black players 2 years before Jackie Robinson broke the Major League Baseball color barrier. I do, Rudy. I do. The other thing is, I can't imagine, though, grabbing trophies back from there. But you're right. That is a very important part of history. So I give you props for that. Oh, Jerry Roddy, come on, man. You can't trade Armstead yet. I want to see him in action. I want to see Armstead for at least 10 games in a season to see what that looks like. Notice how I did. Can he please make it this year? That hamstring heals up before the season starts, so. fam, I'm a cut on. Oh, are we still waiting for Mike? Okay, hey, Mike. Let's see if he's here yet. Mikey hit man. Mikey, do you love me? As I'm waiting for you two to come on. And Mikey, do you love me? Mike, where are you, man? You're making me act silly here. Oh, I mean, Mikey. You know, the Kiki dance is gonna get a lot of people in trouble, and somebody gonna get seriously hurt. And who do you write? Who's gonna get sued? Right? It's gonna be Drake or Shiggy. One of them got to pay. Hey, all right, we gotta go ahead and say goodnight, Mike. We'll get him Thursday, and get a few here before we go. Here, we gotta get anything in there. It's fun. And D. Holmes says Jimmy Ward is done. And hey, Jason, any channel? Hey, by the way, let me mention this in case you didn't know. Anyone know what channel the Thursday night game is on? You can see it on 49ers.com. 49ers.com is streaming the game. Don't miss this game. There's no reason 49ers.com is streaming the game. I repeat, 49ers.com will be streaming all the preseason games. Yeah. And we'll be singing Joe Fan. Never mind. I almost read that, Razor. Okay. I won't get into that. Jay Melissa, stop talking about Mac. He ain't happening and hope for a Garnett knee. You know, Joshua, how bad? He must have really banged the crap out of that knee. It's still hurting? Empire Strikes Back. We all love our faithful and Ronbo not spending enough time with the wives and falling asleep at work because of Empire Strikes Back, man. That's a nice thing to say, fam. Hey, let's go ahead and get some sleep, though. And please do not have your wife beat you. You know what I'm saying? Because some wives hit hard. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. All right. All right, fam. I'll tell you what. Get on back to your fam. I'm going to go ahead and go get some pizza because, me and the Ninja Turtles, we got the same thing going on about that pizza. But in the meantime, Kiki, do you love me? But hey, hit that like, Kiki. And I'll look for you Thursday in your face at your place. Kiki, Niner!